Yes,
Square.
Hello everybody, you can see me. I'm just going to mute these schmucks while they continue planning. And I'll just do the basic stuff. I will need to do a sound check, but I'll do that with you guys in just a momento. Alright, so. And muting you guys. Alright, so. I can't hear them, they can't hear me. So. I'm going to leave the music on for now. It's nice and gentle. So, hello everybody and welcome to Crabby D&D. I am here doing the Dawn Seekers with my friends here. Unfortunately, we are missing a Harlan and a Sam. Sam had a last minute thing that came up, and Harlan's had something occur which he has to take care of. However, the two of them, if possible, may be dropping in here and there for various reasons. To see how things are going and see if they can interact with it all. Otherwise, I am controlling the two of them. I have told the party they have the ability to choose if they wish to have them interact instead. So there are all those kinds of things. However, on to the usual announcements. Fuck BT. Always got to do that one. Can never forget it. We got new tiles incoming. I forgot I need to move those over. Such as snowmen in preparation for the Winter Festival coming up in the players D&D upcoming. As you can probably tell, I have an arena set up for the fight they're about to go through. The party leveled up for those of you who weren't here last session, so now a party of 6 8th level casters. And we may or may not be having a Jamie at some point join, however, I will be dealing with that when that comes back around. So thank you to Sasha for the artwork. With some of these things coming through, you can see various names there of creatures that I've had made in the past. Go check her out, links are below. All the free sound, not the ones you're currently hearing, I'm afraid, because the ones you're currently hearing are from from the game Battle of Wesnoth, which I recommend you go check out. It's on Steam, it's free, it's fun, it's an old-looking game, but it's still got a lot of heart to it. I do very much enjoy it, playing it every now and then. And the soundtrack's free until they say otherwise. The free open domain, that kind of thing. The music and other things you may hear throughout this session are from Tabletop Audio, a free service online. Would recommend go checking them out. It will spice up your D&D games in very different ways and allow you to expand on your future horizons. With other notices, also all the battle maps have been drawn in Dungeon Paint Studio. Almost forgot the name of it. Such as pieces like this, or an entire board, which is very simple, but then expanded on. We are playing D&D on Tabletop Simulator because getting together in person is difficult when someone lives in Macedonia and the other person lives in America. So, yeah, we get together for our weekly D&D. And any big maps which look more detailed, such as this one, which is the more of the Travelverse map, is the Look of the World in Incarnate. There are free aspects to it, however the majority of it is paid for. However, this is a fun little map that I put together over a while, and that is the world that the players are currently playing in, or the location they are centralized to, and all the cities and that kind of thing. If you hear any heavy breezes, it's because my window's open and it is very windy outside. Other than that, I will get back to sound testing my players because they have had enough time planning. Hello. Right. So, let me quickly sound test you all. So, Sudz. Harlan and Sam aren't here.
Hello.
Simon. Will.
Hello.
And Infernal.
Hello.
Okay, hopefully that should be good, and hopefully Matt was ready. It said there was someone in there, and I saw Matt in the chat. Okay, so hopefully that is all good. Otherwise, if you guys are ready, we shall begin. Please don't wash out your mouth. Please stop washing out your mouth.
Okay.
Alright, so let's get this started. Last session, our party of adventurers, Sasha, Queglod, Elsyan, Bern, Malcom and Ghaakt, were down underground, dealing with what they believed to be the last section of their adventure, dealing with an elder brain. However, to do so, they decided they would adventure around, finding more allies to take out this elder brain. As they went around looking for allies, they found a group of gnolls. After extended diplomacy, drawing of pictures and writing of letters, the party met with the gnolls and diplomatized with them, made some new allies, some battle plans, and proceeded to prepare for the oncoming fight. With the party now ready and waiting, and with the guidance of the seer and also their aboleth friend, who is aiding them with the constructs, the party prepares for battle. So, are you choosing to take any gnolls or constructs with you?
We were planning to take some.
I meant
weren't
with
Wasn't that the
you
plan?
as the
I will
party,
be glad to take a
rather
construct.
than the rest of it.
Hmm.
So did you want to take 2 gnolls, or did you want to take a construct, or did you want to take neither?
I mean, I'd be alright with having a construct.
I mean, I
coming
think
in the
we were
centre for
taking
us.
some constructs, weren't we?
He meant apart from the
Infernal, please
constructs
listen.
coming in
You
from the
have
west.
the constructs running with you as a military
Oh.
group. However, they can't all join you in the final fight. Otherwise, you guys will have to be forced to have a movement speed of 5 feet because you can't move.
What he's saying is, do we want a construct to be with the party specifically when we teleport in?
I mean, we did put 2 elites and 1
Yes.
normal.
Do you want
And they'll be part
Do
of the
you
western
want
front.
a unit or 2 gnolls? Not unit as in several, I mean a singular gnoll or a singular construct allied with you. I mean, if you want to, I can change it so your battle plans include, instead of battalions, they are single units of gnolls and constructs, but that would be far more complicated.
I'd be happy to take the construct as our backup in the center assault.
I mean, as I remember, we took some people in the center.
Looking at
Okay,
the
Infernal, I'm not...
plan from last, half the gnolls are half the server.
We're not teleporting the entire damn army into the middle of the
You are teleporting
city.
the entire army into the middle of the city, and they're traveling with you. I mean, you can't take them in with you to the final fight. Do you want to take one of either
So
2
do we want-
gnolls or 1 construct to go with you?
I'd vote for the
Which
construct.
gnolls?
Which gnolls? That's up to you. It would be generic. It would be generic gnolls.
I would say construct, since
Yes, they're specifically built for this.
the gnolls are fighting their way into the city
Okay.
from the
In
outside.
which case,
so-
this guy is going to join your party for now. He's going to be extra backup in the case of this.
I didn't hang around with the gnolls last week to know anything about them, but I imagine it'd be a case of them hopefully being too stupid to be gotten over with the psionics, or just stupid enough that they're the perfect brainwash material.
Either way, as you wake up in the morning, you proceed to prepare yourselves. You gather your things, you let them know of the battle plan, and Sasha will let them know of the timing when it is relevant. You head through into the cavern, and you use one of Malcolm's 3rd level spell slots to use Conjure Animals to get you all down via giant vultures. As you get down to the bottom of the ravine, you go and you see your aboleth friend. he lets you know that the timing. He'll let you know when the timing is right, and he can and he is getting all of his units prepared for the battle plan. So the first step of the plan is that the units go in on the western side, 2 lots of regular and 1 lot of elites. Correct? Do I have that? No, I don't. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't
Yeah,
have the map
that's
for this, but
correct.
that's fine. I don't need it. So, as you are informed of the units moving through the caverns, is there anything you lot wish to do? A few things which have changed about the party over the coming night. You see, Malcom has chosen to take off his breastplate, and after waking up, proceeds to do various stretches and almost martial moves to keep himself moving and warmed up. And you see he hands his breastplate to Elsyan, who proceeds to don it.
Is there a reason you decided to take off your arm?
An ability I picked up. Better without it. The armor than with it.
This is weighted training clothing.
I see. That's fine then. As long as you're better off without him.
See, in the morning, Ghaakt is seen staring at themselves in a little hand mirror that they have with them. Just making sure that my makeup's all good and going for the battle. You're gonna try and charisma Illithid, you need to look extra.
This is true. Okay. As you prepare for the oncoming fight, your Aleuir friend goes up to a portion of the glass, kind of leaning over. You can hear the faint bubbling of what sounds to be something off, just off in the distance, bubbling. And he kind of hovers over and says, "The battalions are ready when you are. Sasha, I would give the go-ahead." Sasha does so and sends the sending message to the head of the gnolls, who are all set up, and they proceed to make their way down. So your party should believe.
Oh, can you say that that Sasha also slips in that one part we discussed?
Which was?
That the other Umber Hulk wasn't dead?
Oh, yes. So, at the end of this all, she mentions that the other Umber Hulk wasn't dead and to take caution. Maybe it was too late. Who knows? Guess you'll find out. As you wait for your signal, 15 minutes go by. You wait, you listen. He says, "All right, make your way to the central chamber. After that, you'll be teleported in. Just run through once you think you're ready. The other constructs will join you." Okay. As a party, are you prepared?
Mm-hmm.
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 Yeah, I will throw
Okay.
on my mage armor a moment before,
Okay.
and then we're ready to go.
Throwing on mage armor, you watch as the kind of a slightly darkish blue armor begins to form around the outside of Queglod, where she's taken off the frosted hold from the previous day, and now where she has this armor, it proceeds to almost slightly crackle with a form of energy around her form. As you all move out off onto the teleportation circle before you, you enter into another one of these pyramids, and from the inside you recognize it. You can see what look to be the various chambers and the constructs around this area, moving with their shields and blades prepared for battle. One of them proceeds to follow you obviously in an attempt that it will ally with you and go with you for your objective. As you do so, as you move through, you can see what look to be the large wardens now preparing for the fight ahead, kind of holding themselves in check in front of all of the other constructs that are behind them. You can see the inside of this dark purplish stone. Elsyan is slightly nervous, however, draws his blade from his umbrella and holds it close to him. You watch as Sasha prepares her shield and her mace and preparing for the fight ahead. The time comes, the doorway opens, the anti-life shield on this particular doorway is revealed. As you hear the outside world of this location of where you currently are, you can hear what sounds to be the signs of battle raging on. As you now stand in the center next to the large pyramid in the middle of the city, you can see strange dark stone-like buildings on either side, kind of molded in more of a spherical hive-like form. You can see holes which would resemble windows that have almost been carved up into this main dome, series of domes kind of stuck together like shape. You can see the individuals of illithids you can see will look to be what you presume are civilian illithids, currently holding their own, kind of rushing into houses. You can see far off what seems to be the sounds of battle taking place off in the distance. As you're holding your position here, what do you do?
Did anybody come up with a plan to actually find the thing?
Well, I assume it would be the biggest area.
Oh, where did they say they got to, by the way, in the underground? Or, like, where was it?
Near the pyramid.
Near the pyramid.
Yeah, in terms of finding the thing, I have detect magic. I don't know what Elsyan's situation as regards psionics is. Is he able to use them at the moment?
You all sense, including, except Sasha, you all feel a sense of almost as if you're being watched at all times. As you exit from the pyramid, you watch as the constructs begin to lumber out. Some of them begin to immediately react, becoming sluggish and slow. Some of the others continue moving forward as you watch as a small pocket of illithid resistance rushes towards them, greeting them as their weapons and their spells and psionics clash. So what do you do?
Can Elsyan try to trace back where this is coming from, since we're closer this time?
Sure. What kind of skill would he use for this? I would say either Arcana or Perception. Which one would you guys think would be better for this?
Arcana? Wait, if it's psionic, that wouldn't necessarily mean it was magical.
In my opinion, I believe he would use Perception.
Probably perception, yeah.
Okay. +6 is a 12. As Elsyan is looking around, he kind of says, somewhere that direction, pointing a little bit further south. I can't seem to make it out, though. It's a bit difficult to tell. It's kind of surrounding.
Alright, I guess.
Should we go south then?
Guess we should go that way.
Yeah, let's head that way.
Okay. As you proceed to navigate through this area, you can see what look to be winding ways as Elsyan's trying to navigate, trying to figure out where it is. You can see there's a slight interference and he seems to be a little bit lost. As you're all rushing through the city with a small portion of the battalion around you of the constructs which are almost partially escorting you and travelling behind, you can see in front of you what looks to be a group of about 10 illithids currently heading your direction. What do you guys do?
I'd rather we save what we've got for the big brain if necessary.
How many
You have
constructs do
about a
we
small
have left?
battalion, so about 20 or so.
Given their size, I'd hardly consider that small.
Why? They're the same size as you.
Um,
Yeah,
Alright,
so-
yeah, I forgot there were little ones. Weirdly enough, the big flaming skull one was the one that stuck out in my mind the
Makes
most.
sense. So what do you want to try and do?
Should we leave this to them? It's kind of their duty.
Their strategy.
What was that?
Say what? You cut
said-
out.
I said Mr. Strategist.
I guess we're trying to evade them.
What skill that you're trained in would help you with this? Without Elsyan or Sasha, this becomes far more difficult. However, if you think one of them might be good at it, I can try. And Elsyan's already used his perception, so we can't use that anymore.
Possibly survival?
Okay. Who would like to helm this?
Sudz?
I guess me.
Yeah, try and like find a way
Alright,
to
go ahead and
whip
make me a
around.
check. Total? Sudz? 18.
18.
Okay. As you see this patrol incoming, Sudz taking a quick look around, sees what looks to be a way that is probably more in the trajectory of where you're going, and quickly shouts to the rest of you down here. As you all turn and you bolt off that direction, a few of the constructs split off to try and harry and kind of hold this patrol that's just emerged in place. As you guys run round the corner. As you do so, you see up ahead of you what looks to be, as you've gotten closer to the southwestern side of town, here you can see what looks to be some illithids already fighting some constructs barring your way. What do you want to do?
Are we still heading the right way? Elsie?
Elsyan kind of looks around and goes, I believe so.
We haven't gone.
How's the fight
It's looking a
looking?
little bit more in the favour of the illithids, as this was your grunt squad to chump a bunch of the hits.
Is there any? Are there any fires around here?
I'll say
Anyway, like, we're in a cave. They have to have some form of lighting. Unless
they
they
all
have dark
and
vision that they're doing
telepathy,
this
so they don't
internally.
really need it.
And how are we
You
getting
all
through
have
here?
dark vision.
Dark vision.
Well,
One of you has light, which is a cantrip, so either way it doesn't matter. Up ahead, you can't seem to see any fires as the constructs, nor the gnolls specialise in setting fires. They work more in hand-to-hand combat, so there's not really any fires that have been set in the city.
Fair enough.
Do I need to stand still while controlling? the
No,
horse?
you can keep moving.
Well, we can keep moving, and I can try and provide
Okay,
some
go ahead
support.
and make me an attack roll.
We should focus on hunting
Total?
down the brain more.
That's
14 just hits.
14.
As you... 15?
Oh, that's 15.
Well, yeah, it hits then. As you're moving along, kind of trying to skirt around the outside of this skirmish that's going on, you watch as Bern is flicking his wrist here and there, and you watch as his large spear is travelling through the centre of these, carving up a few illithids and kind of damaging and wounding them. As one attempts to get close, the spear juts through the back of its head and out the front, stopping inches before Elsyan with its tentacles in prep for wrapping around his head. The spear stops, pulls it back, and proceeds to defend your group as you travel past. As you move past these individuals, Elsyan kind of points out and says, "It's coming from that direction." And you see up ahead what looks to be a large portcullis gate-like structure with guards on either side. What do you do? Yes, a large
giant
gate that
gate?
seems to be part of a extended wall that's on the inside of the city.
How big is it?
I mean, you're probably looking at almost city gate style, so probably about 10, 15 feet.
And this is still quite close to the
And
It's
it's
closed,
closed?
yes. There is an iron grid portcullis in front of it, and what look to be a group of 4 illithids on either, or 2 illithids on either side, making 4 total. And from where you can tell, looking around Queglod, you can see that you can just about see what looks to be the tip of the pyramid, not too far from here.
Okay, this must be the place then.
So there's 4 illithids guarding it. Are they
no,
on
they're
the
in
wall
front.
or
They're next to the gate on
next
either
to the
side. They all seem to be brandishing slightly heavier armor, all wielding shields and weapons.
Anyone have any ideas?
If it's any consolation, they seem to be keeping mind of the skirmish going on and keeping alert. And you've just run around the corner, so they have noted your presence.
Alright, so they know we're here. I imagine illithids are good at wisdom.
Potentially. I honestly couldn't tell you. You haven't actually.
Probably intelligence.
Why is... Oh, that's weird. Why is that marked as none? There we go. For some reason, my shatter was marked as saving type none.
That wouldn't make sense.
No. You're gonna get shattered. There's nothing you can do.
There are certain spells like that. What would you guys like to try?
Does anyone have any means of creating a natural fire, non-magic fire?
How long does Felipe last?
An hour?
I
Think.
believe at your current level, Felipe should be either 1 or 10 minutes. Which is relevant.
Oh.
I think it's 10 minutes for Philip.
I'll quickly check. I can't remember whether I updated my thingy or not. I believe I did, but...
Note to self, next time we go into sword, remind me to get some like matches or like some flint or something so I can make
10 minutes.
make things on fire. Because then I can just make
10
flashbangs. Essentially.
Yeah, if you need fire, I have alchemist's fire.
Yeah. Is that
magic.
non-magic?
Alchemist fire
that'll
is
work.
effectively just
Okay.
a Molotov.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll work.
I had it for
Okay,
the
so
mountains.
what are you using? Pyrokinetic? Okay.
Pyrotechnics. I'm going to turn that. I'm going to turn it into a
As
firework and
Queglod,
dazzle them.
as Queglod uncorks
Hopefully
it,
we can get-
throws the alchemist fire, it travels through the air, and as it smashes across the floor, there's an instantaneous cast of pyrotechnics. As what one do you go for? Fireworks.
Fireworks. The target explosion.
Okay.
Yes, I'm going to flashbang them. Because if I did smoke, we'd have to
Okay.
then go
as
through the
they
smoke.
are temporarily blinded, as quite a lot of them seem to cover their eyes, kind of shielding themselves and pulling back. What would you guys like to do about the gate?
Any signs of
There seems to
mechanism
be
nearby?
some kind of mechanism on the other side. From what you can tell, some kind of lever or something.
Okay, and how? You said it's like
Yes,
a
so
portcullis style.
Wait, can we see through this gate?
It's a portcullis, so it's basically a
Okay.
cross grid of metal bars.
Yeah. How big are the spaces
Probably
between?
too small for you to fit through.
What
As a
about
raven, you
as a
probably could.
raven? Cool. I
Do
will.
you think your Raven form will be able
You
to
can
be strong
transfer
enough to
back.
pull the lever?
I'll just turn back.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, I can.
I mean,
Yeah, I will.
I was gonna ask if it's worth it using just Felipe to fly over it, but I don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah, I'll probably. Yeah, I'll I'll morph into raven form, and try and dash through the gate while they're
As
distracted.
all of them are blinded.
Hopefully, with you guys backing me up.
Are there any guards
on the other
that
side? You can't seem to see any at the moment.
Okay. Well, I have quite long range on dark
Yeah,
vision,
from what
so
you can
hopefully-
tell, looking at the general kind of vicinity of this area, with the slight glow, especially from the pyrotechnics that has recently flashbanged this area. From what you can see up ahead, there seems to be a recess as the ground kind of curves downwards, and on the inside, on the other side, you can see what looks to be almost like a guardhouse, but you can't see any illithids currently present.
Okay. Yeah. So, upon
Guess I turn into Spider Malcolm and
Okay,
go over to
turning into
help.
Spider Malcolm in Raven form. The two of you go over the other side. I would like one of you to make me an athletics check with advantage. I believe you're trained in athletics, Malcolm.
I am.
Yeah, that should definitely be you then.
Okay. Okay, that's
11. Okay.
11.
As you, with the help from Queglod, you quickly pull the crank down, and the portcullis begins to rise. It's slow, but it rises. The illithids kind of look around, wonder what's going on, as each of them are engaged one-on-one with the constructs as they rush up, using their shields to kind of impose force on them.
Yeah.
The remainder of them kind of
Yeah.
file in behind you as you rush in under the gate. They proceed to do so as well. Some of them float over the top of the wall to kind of make sure there's nothing on top of it. A few of them do become engaged as this happens, as some of them are held back. Before you have a recess leading into the ground. What would you like to do?
How what's the
It
angle?
seems
of
to
the
get
recess?
gradually steeper as it proceeds to curve inwards and go down.
Anyone bring a sled?
From your dark vision, you can tell that it goes down and then curls round to a right. The way down seems to just be loose dirt or sand.
Anyone bring a sled?
Well, I can.
Is it
fly
coming from
no
down?
problem.
Is Elsyan's thing
Yes,
coming
he
from down
kind
there?
of looks down and goes, "It's down there."
Alright. I guess
That
we're
is
heading
true,
down there.
but are you
Yeah.
just jumping in?
Are you able to conjure some shields for us to bodyboard down there?
Can you draw like the steepness of it and how?
Sure. So, this is the level ground you're on, and then it curves ever so slightly, and then it gets steep, and then curves round a corner like that. And seems to
Okay.
disappear off in a leftward direction.
How
By the
far
looks of
down
it,
is
it's
it?
about a 20-foot down before it curves.
Could we
if you'd
slide
like to.
down it? Or is it too
slide,
steep
yeah.
to do?
That was my plan.
Okay, I would like everybody to make me dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, I will. I will.
Hell
I will
yeah.
be
You will
flying
fly?
down. Actually, I think.
Can
Spoil sport.
I
Yeah,
like
you
float down
can,
on my
yes.
speaker?
I am.
The construct will float down.
That's a
Okay, Sasha
15.
and Elsyan are going to have to slide down. They don't have any other ways. Malcolm, are you sliding?
Yeah.
Sudz?
Elsyan just
join the party, Malcolm.
Malcom. Sudz.
Okay, we've lost
I think
Sudz.
we might have
I
lost
will roll for him and Aurum, because the two of them will need to do that. So he got a 7, which is not high enough. And Aurum, I believe, got a +1, which is high enough. So, someone please note this down as Aurum everybody who succeeded, which is Aurum, Ghaakt, and Elsyan. I can say with Elsyan's natural 20, he takes no damage from this. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage. However, Sasha and Malcom, both of who failed their dexterity saving throw, each take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. So if you could please note that down for his return.
How much damage? Oh, you have Sasha's
Just a point. I'll just open that up. Yep. And I'll work on that. So, as you go down, those of you who slid get there first, as you are going much faster than everybody else, because Bern, you're on your spear. Your spear has a limited speed while you're on there, whereas they're gaining speed because they're going down a slope.
Yeah, I believe it's 45 feet.
Yeah, which is fast enough to just about keep up, but you'll be about 10-20 feet behind them. Whereas Queglod, you'll be able to get there because you can dash. And the construct can dash, so he'll be able to keep up, and B can dash. Actually, no, B doesn't need to dash. B has stupid high move speed. So, you took 5
B
points of
power
bludgeoning
walks
damage
down the
as you
slope.
slid into the tunnel and you failed your save. B took 2 points. Not B. Aurum took 2 points of damage. If you want to mark that down as well.
Okay.
As you all slide into this, sliding into this area, you can see around you as you travel maybe down about 40 feet or so. The sound of the battle above kind of fades away slightly as you are now standing, or as those who slid, Elsyan, perfectly landing on his feet using his psionics to hold himself in check, kind of stands his ground. Queglod flies down and lands before transforming back into Queglod. Ghaakt, you land. There's a little bit of a stumble and kind of a fall, but hey, you save yourself from it. Malcom loses control and proceeds to kind of skid across his side as he lands. Aurum, trying to keep upright, uses his paws her paws to push back before kind of skidding to a stop on the stonework. And Sasha just smacks face first into the floor as she hits the ground hard.
It's technically classed as non-magical, right?
Yes, but this is falling, so you can't halve it, unfortunately. Yeah, falling doesn't have a magical, non-magical thing. Or a barbarian could jump off of a cliff and survive. I rage before I hit the bottom.
You take half damage.
Natural hazards, they have danger sense. They have danger sight for that, so they would have advantage on the dex save, but they don't get the resistance to the damage because it's natural environments.
I can't change your HP. The stupid
That's fine.
thing's
Just
not
note it
loading
down
for
and
me.
keep it in mind. As you
I feel that Malcom and Aurum need to get in more Scooby-Doo-esque situations.
As you all land, you are on what looks to be on a stone-like floor, but there is a very thin layer of water as you kind of splash onto it. Bern, as you float down a few seconds later, you all proceed to perceive the room. As you do, you see before you this room. What looks to be a central chamber where you've slid in from one side, landing in this location. All of you proceeding to fill this area with the person who landed first, who would have been Elsyan in the front, B, and Peacefellow. Forgot he was with you. Peacefellow doesn't.
Oh wait, we got Peacefellow. Oh
Peacefellow,
yeah, I remember now.
Succeeds on his
Bern
save, so
blackmailed
Peacefellow
him.
takes 2 points of damage. Peacefellow has, I believe, that much HP, so that means that he's now down to 30.
Oh no.
You're the one who
What have we
started
done?
it.
We're about to start a time
B is
paradox.
currently floating near the near the hole that's kind of a slide down here along with this individual. Bern floats down a few moments later, also remaining near the hole entrance. Peacefellow lands next to there, with the rest of you all falling in place as shown. as shown. As you all proceed to look around, you can see in the center of this room what looks to be a glass dome with what looks to be a hole in the top of it. You can see a single black tendril kind of writhing out of the top of it, and inside what looks to be a pulsing pink brain. Kind of the outside of it quivering in your presence. As you kind of take in the surroundings and looking around, you can see there seem to be 4 wells around the room with what looks to be large dark purple crystals suspended by large chains to the wall. The purple crystals are giving off a faint glow to them, and that's about all you can make out. Looking elsewhere around the room, you see what looks to be a mind flayer form floating about 20 feet off the ground in this chamber that's about 30 feet high. As it's it would be standing on this side here. Whoop, that's not going to work. No, alright, I'm going to put it here. It's fine.
It's a boss room if I ever seen one.
Yep, where your stuff doesn't work. As you see this form floating up in the air above, an individual with large tendrils, larger than any of the other illithid-like folk. The tendrils writhing out in this dark purple, holding a staff made from what looks to be a rigid spine with a claw-like hand on the top. A series of bones carved into the armor of this individual, a large and rather glorious breastplate on them, as well as wearing what looks to be a dark bluish robe, their long, bony fingers wrapped around the staff and kind of holding in place as it stares down at you. The brain writhes. Roll for initiative.
Hey, we're your parole officers.
Alrighty then. So, I'm gonna get you your initiative. Infernal.
That's a ding dang.
We won't need Felipe for this initiative. Go ahead and roll for your fellows. I'm gonna roll for Peace Fellow. Peace Fellow got a natural 20. He is prepared for battle. 22. And the construct.
Really,
construct got a natural 1.
I'm really unfortunate I rolled low on this one.
Polar opposites, there we go.
Perfect. So the construct has a total initiative of 2. And Peace Fellow. Oh, by the way, something which I meant to mention before you jump in. Do any of you cast any spells?
I would like to do Counter Charm.
Counter Charm is a reactionary thing.
Is it? It says spend an action to do it. As an action, start a performance
which case
that lasts till the end of your turn.
Allies to be charmed. That's the second thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so they need to be charmed first.
Actually, no, Peace Fellow 23. He has a higher dex than that.
Maybe it's a good thing that I come last then, because that means I can do it. Yeah, preventary.
I'll put a heartbeat on myself.
Okay. Note down that will disappear in 2 rounds of combat because of the fall. I know.
It's 30
a
seconds.
little ways when you landed.
Well, like just when I land.
When you land. Okay, so that will take your bonus action on your first turn.
Yeah.
If you want to add it now.
Well, wasn't there like a?
It's an instant. You get to the bottom. Intruder detected. Style start. So as you.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'll last the first.
Rolling for Elsyan and Sasha. Oh boy, Elsyan is ready.
Elvin getting that 20.
That's something I should write. That should also be something I write on my card. Your guys' initiatives. Okay, I'll write that down later. Elsyan has a 23. He is at the same time after Peace Fellow. Okie dokie. 25 to 20.
20.
20 to 15. 18 on Malcom, 15 on Bern. Ghaakt. What'd you get as your initiative? 8.
Got an 8.
Hey, that's not bad. Compared to
Sasha's
Sasha 2. Construct.
She goes at the same time
perfect.
as the construct.
You guys, in order of my list, you almost all ended up in the same order. That's great. And now I'm going to get you this tile, I'm going to get you this tile, and I'll make a copy of these guys when they enter combat later.
Which
Guys who I'm hiding in here, don't mind me. Yeah, I know. So many.
Oh, by the way, I can't
You
see
can't
the
see
map.
the map?
I can totally see them, Chris. Don't
I
worry.
can't help that. You're going to have to reload
Nope.
then. I know it's a pain, but unfortunately there's nothing I can do about it.
There's no way I can reload because it's just gonna do the same thing.
I can't do anything to help that
'Cause,
then. It's just going to have to be, you're going to have to go off of what you understand.
I'll put a
Yeah.
screenshot.
Put a screenshot and then just go with what you can. I'll tell you if you hit a wall. That's the best I can give, unfortunately. If you can't see it, that's something I can't solve because it's a on your end thing. Okay, rolling for the initiative of these guys. Ooh, both of them rolled pretty good. So you are going then. And
What is Elsyan fucking there? Why is Elsyan all the
he's
way?
got a
in the
natural
front?
20 and he wants to be in the front, Kappa.
Kappa. He specifically said, "I'm gonna stay in the back line, guys."
And then he got too good at
and his
sliding.
AC increased, yeah. Alright, so
At least if this goes wrong, he can take up
I mean, it's
snowboarding
up to you.
during
Do
the
you want Peacefellow in
Winterfest.
front or Elsyan?
I'll take Elsyan.
So, as you begin, Peacefellow immediately and Elsyan also are prepared for this fight. Who do you?
Is Peacefellow an
Um,
assassin or what?
He's technically just a rogue. He doesn't have a subclass yet. He is,
Isn't he
but he
level 4?
doesn't get a subclass because he was going to go for Riftstalker, but that in his timeline he doesn't have that yet.
Ah. So he's just a normal rogue.
Yeah, he's just a normal rogue. Nope.
Doesn't have any.
If anything, I'd say he'd probably be a scout.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He did start off as
So,
one, didn't he?
in such a case, what do you want them to do, you lot?
Rawr.
Well, Elsyan's gonna move back, I
Okay.
guess.
First things first. Puff out your chest
Yeah.
and
Okay,
retreat
what
into
do
the
you want Elsyan to
crowd.
do then?
What
Actually,
are these
in term-
crystal like things?
No, but I'm
they're
gonna
large
shout at
crystals
them
with
until
little
they break.
chains attached to them.
And
Yeah.
what are those
The wall.
chains attached? Wait, are
Attached
they
to-
attached to each other? Oh, okay.
There seem to be 4 chains coming off of each. Elsyan is going to use his psionic discipline he told me to use, if I can find it.
The one for
Until its
the
concentration
advantage
ends,
thing?
each creature has a resistance to psychic damage and advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws. So you all have advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws as Elsyan puts up this forceful barrier in front of him before raising his blade in front of him. You watch as a faint psychic energy begins to emit around it as it begins to form almost a slight barrier as he holds it in front of him. So his AC is now 19.
That's probably a good thing he wasn't here to do himself the one selfless thing Elsyan
Yep.
would have done has
And
done at this point.
Peacefellow, seeing as you guys don't control him, I'm going to see what he's going to try and hit. Okay, he is going to try and go for the Elder Brain because it's the only thing he can really reach.
And it can't move away
Yeah,
from him.
Fair enough.
I'm just going to put it in this tile for now. I know it's there, but I'm going to put it in that tile just so he can actually do that. And he is going to go for an attack on it. He does not have advantage. And his attack roll is a natural 19 plus whatever. He hits. And because there's no other thing, he's not doing sneak attack. He's just doing regular dagger damage. So
Yeah, how do you backstab that?
he does 6
What's
points
the
of
back?
piercing damage to the brain as he reaches in through the top of the glass and stabs it in the top. As it does, you watch as the tendril around it begins to writhe and almost coil from the strike. He's going to use a bonus action again to attack, I guess. Natural 20, okay. Now he gets to do 2d4 plus 3. Oh boy, a whole 9 points of damage. So we did 15 points of damage.
He did 15 damage, pretty good.
Hey, maybe this is the event
Yeah.
that gets Peacefellow in
Okay.
with the underground people. It's like, well, he took
Yep,
out a brain in
end
one go,
of
so...
Peacefellow's turn. Queglod, you go at the same time as the lair. Yes.
Oh,
Do you want to go first,
Um,
or should it?
Oh, fuck, I got layer.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it, let it go. Let's
There
let's
you
see
go.
what this lair
Okay.
has going on.
You watch as 2 portals open up.
Oh
And
god.
now I get to roll for
Oh.
initiative for the things coming through. Ooh, that's a natural 20 and another thing. Natural 20 is not so great, because it means it doesn't get to act, because it joins the initiative, but oh well. So,
Haha.
that would be... So they get that, and then the other things get a... And they got that. As you watch as the following creatures proceed to immediately rush through on either side. You see on one side what look to be dark forms with what look to be kind of psionic veins rushing through them, almost the thrall-like creatures. And on the other you hear what sounds to be thousands of scurrying feet, squeaks, and you can feel a faint psionic presence coming from them.
Oh.
I know what
Rat.
those are.
You know what they are.
This is not good.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
great.
Harlan will recognize
If he
them as
gets
well.
it, yeah.
if he gets it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is the lair action done. Queglod, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna. Where do I want to go? I guess I'm gonna start off by Eldritch blasting
Okay.
the brain.
Eldritch, double Eldritch Blast. What Felipe costs what? An action or a bonus action?
To grow, I believe, is an
Okay.
action.
So double Eldritch Blast. Okay. Make your 2 attack rolls then, please.
Of course, that's
First one to hit.
number one.
Total.
That's a plus
Okay.
7, I believe.
As
to hit,
you
so-
shoot through, as you shoot the Eldritch Blast to hit it, you smash through the glass as the glass case around it breaks and shatters. The area immediately in its vicinity is covered in this slight pinkish goo. As Peacefellow is now covered in it. And now you have clear line of sight. However, your Eldritch Blast does hit, doing how much damage?
10 damage. that was total.
Okay. 11.
No, 11.
Next
damage.
attack. As the second Eldritch Blast shoots through, also hits, doing 13 points of damage.
Oh, 13. Force down. And I must get out of here as quickly as possible.
Farewell.
Hurry. Hurry.
Yeah, let's just.
Queglod tries meekly going back up the slope we slid down.
Yeah, standing here.
5,
can't possibly be a
10,
problem.
15, 20.
Ah.
Okay.
Sure,
Yeah, you
nothing's
see
gonna come out of
another
there.
one of the crystals
Yeah,
of the portal
why would
with
that
what looks to be a slight crack along the inside of it, which is resemblance of that of a rift or a portal.
Break it, break it, break it, break it, break
That is
it.
the end of your turn, I believe, unless you want to use your bonus action to do something.
I don't think there is much I can use my protection with.
Okay.
What? Harlan just
oh,
typed in
wow.
chat.
Oh, no, I misread. Felipe will in fact be a bonus
Oh.
action. So I'm just
Alright.
going to do that now.
As
Go, buddy.
as this giant bird
Whoa.
appears in the hallway to this area, head almost touching the ceiling of this area, as Felipe is kind of held in spot, standing there, kind of waddling on 2 feet. Yep.
Oh, we love you, awkward bird.
And
Cool.
Felipe
Yeah,
joins
just
the
see-
initiative order. So, Malcom, Are you there? You're going at the same time
Hello,
as the Elder
I'm
Brain.
here.
Oh,
I will tell you this now. You have like 5 joint initiatives right now. 23, 23,
Yeah.
then you got a 22, 2 20s, 2 18s, 2 17s. Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Is
you need to-
taking a look around? Is this?
What was that? You're breaking up for me.
I said taking a look around. Is this room tall
It's
enough?
about 30 foot high. If you want to, it will do half damage rounded down.
So
How's the
that's-
ceiling of this place? Any
How
any
is this guy 30
stalactites?
feet in the air then? How is this guy 30 feet in the air?
Okay, well fine. It's 30 feet in the air total, but he's standing on like the pinnacle of it near the ceiling. And any better?
That's fine.
Yeah, it's 10 foot up here with what looks to be a 20 foot, what looks to be about 15 foot, 20 foot round hole in the wall that leads to this area. And then the central chamber seems to be a large kind of overall dome going up. So be about 40, 50 feet. 50 feet maximum, probably 40, 45 though. What do you want to do?
I can't
So
do
what
what
are
I
you
was
gonna
going to. Trying to figure that out.
Okay, seeing as you got some time to figure out, the Elder Brain's gonna go first. The Elder Brain. The moment you all enter the room, it begins to quiver and shake. It is going to take note of the person who did the most damage to it, which would be you, Queglod. And it is
That's
going
fair.
to... no, it can't do that yet. What it can do is that. Please make me a intelligence saving throw, please.
Advantage!
Yeah. And yeah.
Okay. The Elder Brain proceeds to attempt to communicate with you, trying to latch onto your mind, almost as if to establish a link between you and it. As it does so, it is then going to spend its next action to lash at Peacefellow with its tentacle.
Really?
That hits Peacefellow. Okay. Didn't think I'd get this far with Peacefellow. I forgot he existed. So let's quickly double check what the damage on that is. 'Cause I'm just making sure that I got those numbers correct. Yes, I do. Okay.
This piece
maybe.
fellow dead.
Oh, that's the wrong die size, so I can't use that. Shame, it would have been max. He takes 20 points of bludgeoning damage. As a 4th level character who doesn't have Uncanny Dodge yet. As he takes 20 points of bludgeoning damage, and you watch as the tentacle wraps around him and proceeds to hold him in place. Yes,
grappled?
you then watch as this happens, you watch as out of the glass, which has now been shattered, it now has access to 3 more of these tentacles, which begin to almost climb out. As it now has those prepared, Peacefellow makes an intelligence saving throw, not with advantage because he is grappled, and that's a natural 1, as it establishes a link with him. Yeah, I'm just gonna copy this, make a few of these. Alright. Peacefellow is now marked. That is the end of the Elder Brain's turn. Malcom.
I guess I'll just use 4th level
Okay, what would you
conjure
conjure?
animals. I guess.
How many?
Dire wolves. to
which
max them out.
is your one with the
originally.
spell. Tell me what it does.
CR.
I believe it's just two. I believe it's just two.
Just 2? Okay.
Yeah.
What's the CR of Direwolf?
Oh,
One.
1.
Okay, so he spawns 2 direwolves.
Yeah, because 5th level when I can be able to summon 4.
As you conjure 2 direwolves,
They're both gonna attack
the Elder Brain.
whatever
Okay.
this is.
Alright, they make their attacks with advantage because of pack tactics. First attack hits, and the second one also hits. Now, do you have the stats for the direwolf, or do I have to get them? Because this is something I don't have.
+5 to hit, 2d6 plus 3
2d6
piercing.
2d6 plus 3, that's 6 piercing, followed by 11 piercing.
And DC 13 strength saving throw will be knocked prone.
So what did I say? 6 and 11, so 17 points of damage overall. Okay. As they do so, this creature is going, the Elder Brain, going on the same initiative as these guys, is going to use its first reaction to do a lash. What's the AC?
C
Okay,
is
misses.
14.
And it's going to perform its other tentacle attack versus the other direwolf. That one hits on a 21. The direwolf takes no damage but is grappled, and a psionic link forms. If it fails the save, which it has with disadvantage because it wasn't there when Elsyan cast the spell, and with its -3 or 4 that fails. So this one is now grappled and has a link sent to it. Alright, end of Malcolm's turn. Bern, you are up. Oh, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're after the rats and Sildeth. Yes, Sildeth. As he is going to spend... He is going to spend 9 psi points to cast a spell. I would like... I'd say at this point, you're the biggest threat. Queglod, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okey-doke. Well, I've still got Malcolm's thing, so that's not Malcolm.
Cousin's thing, yep.
Elsyan's thing.
Yep.
That's advantage.
Total?
Oh, wow.
9, I believe.
Okay. +2. So
You all watch as he finishes casting the spell, kind of speaking a few cruel words in deep speech, which you would all hear from, or which Elsyan would hear. As he speaks these words, he reaches out his hand. There's almost like a grimace as he clutches his fingers. You watch as Queglod's eyes go dark, and she collapses.
What?
Yep.
Excuse me, what?
Counter charm?
I'm gonna check if this is a charm. I don't think it is. I think this is classed as a frighten.
I mean, frighten is covered in
If
counter
it is,
charm.
then I will allow it, but you have to do that on your turn as your action when your turn rolls around.
Okay. Yeah, throws against advantage on saving throws against frightened or charmed.
I
do kind of wish I went first now.
No,
Damn.
it isn't. One of the effects is, but he's not using that one. Okay.
Oh dear.
Queglod, you are at the moment classed as incapacitated. Incapacitated and grappled, sorry. However, Felipe can carry you, just to note. Okay. And Sildeth is going to float over to this portion of the chamber and remain a little bit further out of sight.
Can I?
You can just about see him. End of his turn. Beautiful rat friends are going to run up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30.
Malcolm,
All
Bern, you've got rats in your hair.
These are attacks. Malcom. Oh, I didn't write their attack rolls in. Oops. Go back.
These rats don't know violence. We're
You
safe.
told me I'm not prepared.
Bern, hold still.
You
I'll
weren't
sort it out.
prepared. You had to level
That's
up.
me.
Did you roll your hit die? by the
Shut
way?
up. We don't talk about that part.
Did you roll your hit die?
Oh, no.
I totally had everything ready.
Did you even roll your hit die?
Malcolm,
Info?
hold still.
Yes, I
Cool,
rolled
just
it
making sure.
last session.
Okay, so Malcolm, that is a 21 to hit. Yes, that hits. And who's the other one? Sasha? That doesn't hit Sasha. An 11. Alright,
Right, you rolled another hit die.
you could have, but then you would have been shot when I found out. Malcolm, you take 11 points of piercing damage as these rats swarm around you, climbing up the outside of your clothing and proceeding to bite into you as you are swarmed with rats. Sasha proceeds to kind of knock them off slightly, preventing them from crawling into the cracks and ultimately keeping herself safe from them initially. Okay, that is the end of the rats' turns. Who goes next? Bern, yes.
Bern.
I can tell you this now, you
Bern's
guys all go
turn.
at roughly the same time, so.
What am I doing? Am I focusing Brain or am I focusing Mr. Elidith?
Well, he just instantly downed.
Yeah, did I see instantly down?
You would have seen the spell cast in Simon's general direction, you wouldn't have seen it. Because this is in a hole on the side of the wall, so. And you're still in the other ones.
Okay, I see. But can't this spell work on something like that?
It wasn't your turn, so you wouldn't have had your reaction.
I know, but no, I mean, like, would
can
it
find
even
out.
work? What I mean. Alright, well, yoink my spear over to him. I climb down on the spear and then over the ray. Try and go for him.
Over him.
Okay. Yeah, over the brain and into it.
Wait, the spear flies over, you mean? Oh,
Yeah, flies
Okay,
over
make
the
an
brain
attack.
and into him.
Nope,
Oh.
that does not hit.
Uh,
Nope. As it
13
collides
doesn't
with
hit.
the outside of his breastplate, he quickly shifts out of the way as it ricochets off, skimming past and striking into the wall behind him.
do I have to hit to do the grapple? Bonus action. Who's next to me? Will.
Yeah, it's me. Hey, what's up? Ooh.
Yeah.
Have some temporary hit
2d4
points.
plus your
How
con
many?
mod.
Let's see. What's your
His
con
con
mod?
mod is 3.
Plus my what mod? Con mod.
Okay,
3.
gain
So
7
that's
temporary
7.
hit
Four.
points gacked.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to head over
As you do,
on the
you can
stairs.
see Queglod what looks to be lying down on the top of Felipe. However, you can't ascertain her nature.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
End of Bern's turn. Ghaakt.
Alright. 3 feet. So let's see. Whoa, about here. So what I'm gonna do, pardon me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be within, yep, there we go. Just about. And first of all, I'm gonna
Okay.
bane to the brain
2.
to this man, and That's too far away, so I guess I'll do
The
one of
rats?
the. I'll do the rat on Malcom.
By the way, Malcolm, make me a Constitution saving throw for your concentration on conjure animals. You did? Okay.
I already did.
Okay.
I rolled a nat 20.
Let's see.
All
What
right.
have we got? What saving throw?
The saving throw is charisma.
13 on Sildeath. Does not win.
Does not win.
Okay, let me get my Banes. Bane.
Bane,
And I'll get you a
son.
concentration symbol now that that's happened. The Elder Brain. The Elder Brain. That's 27.
Yeah, that it's,
And
it's,
for rats.
it's fine.
That's a 6.
It's one charismatic brain. And as for my bonus action, I will begin playing the counter charm,
I believe it's an action for counter charm, didn't you say?
which. Oh, damn it! Yeah, it is. In that case, for my real bonus action, I will deliver a lovely limerick to someone and give them a plus d8 with one of my
Who do you give it to?
inspirations. I was going to give it to Queglod because she did the most damage, but then she got knocked out in one go. So then I guess I'll give it to, well, I guess either one of the dire wolves or Peacefellow. Who has a plan to do the big numbers?
Well, Sasha's going after you. Keep that in mind.
Sasha, would you like some inspiration?
She's not here.
Yes, I would like some
that's just
inspiration.
great.
Sure she would.
Sasha confirmed
That's the spirit.
Uh,
Kawaii!
Right, so
I will toss
On
an
to
inspiration.
alright.
I don't.
Remind me Sasha has
Yeah, and I will-
inspiration.
Ghaakt will just put some few notes and then say, I don't really have any good speeches
It'll
for this
do."
moment right now.
Sasha takes her. Sasha
Blow
takes
its
her D8.
mind.
Speaking of which, it's Sasha's turn. Sasha is immediately going to cast Spirit Guardians. Third or fourth level, guys.
What
Fourth
does the
level,
extra
an
level
additional
give?
D8, making it 48.
Oh man,
Oh wait, that's how it
Yeah.
scales? That's good.
damn.
Yeah.
Spirit Guardians. is
Pump
super
that
good.
shit.
Yeah, go.
So it comes with 2, plus the one I gave
Okay,
it, plus
so
the
this will
second one from
be
level
this
4th
will be
level.
48 damage. Casting Spirit Guardians. Do the rats succeed? Does anybody know off the top of their head what kind of saving throw it is?
so what?
Uh,
It's, uh,
Constitution?
Wiz.
It's a wisdom.
Okay.
Wiz.
Ah,
Yeah.
good.
Wisdom.
Rats are not
Still
wise.
bad.
is 15. Rats fail. Other rats. The red ones. The red
Wiz.
ones have a d4 minus. It could matter. And it does. They fail. And the Elder Brain, who makes his wisdom saving throw. That is a 16. Passes. So the Elder Brain takes half radiant damage. The rats take the full. Which matters. Ooh, 17 points of radiant damage to each of these rattos.
Ooh.
And the Elder Brain takes... What did I say? 17? So half of that is 8. Okie dokie. The Elder Brain has sustained a good amount of damage, but it's still going strong. Alright. So. Right. So. Going at the same time. Alrighty.
Alright.
Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty then. So, at the end of Sasha's turn, the Elder Brain is going to attempt to use. It's going to use its legendary action on you, Ghaakt. Make an intelligence saving throw with advantage, thanks to Elsyan.
Whoa. Wait. Did the...
No, it's
There
going
you
to go
go.
as well, but I forgot.
Alright, intelligence saving throw. And I got that at advantage, right?
You got advantage, so you want to roll the next one. I mean,
15.
I don't think it matters. What's your intelligence saving throw total?
My intelligence is
Plus.
15. My intelligence is 11. So it's 0 or 3. Oh, it's a saving throw, so then it'd be
Okay. It creates
0.
a psychic link with you.
Oh, damn it.
Okay.
Who's that?
First legendary action. The construct's going to go. Construct is going to 100% prioritize this thing. And it's going to go in for the attacks. It is going to... What do I want you to do? Yeah, let's go with... Yeah, let's just go with that. Just regular attacks. There's nothing special I can do. So attacks with advantage. First one hits. Second one's a natural 20. That's pretty bad for me.
What do you mean, Chris? It's pretty
What are we
good.
talking about? That is 21 total points of damage to it. Yes, pretty good. As the guardian moves up, it takes 2 strikes, 1 slash into the side of it, and the next carving down onto it. Alrighty then, end of his turn. Back to the top of the initiative. Elsyan and Peacefellow. Peacefellow's gonna stab.
He has advantage.
That's a natural 1, natural 2. He's panicking.
Wow.
Congratulations, Peacefellow, you're panicking as he goes to swing at the Elder Brain and doesn't hit. And there's...
I think he would disengage and run the
he
fuck
can't
away,
trap.
honestly.
So that he's going to make a second attack with his bonus action. This one does hit. It's a natural 18, and because he is flanking and had advantage, he has sneak attack. So he has 1d4 plus 2d6. That is plus 3. That is 11 points of piercing damage into the head of the brain, the crane.
Great. Does he get free
No,
from the
he does not.
tentacle?
Elsyan, what's he gonna do?
Elsyan?
He's gonna stand here and look fancy. What's he gonna do?
Yeah, whose brain is he gonna smack?
Probably the biggest brain in the room, I think.
Test our resistance
Okay,
as one
what's he gonna try and do?
this guy. Should he go on this guy or this guy?
He'd probably go after the biggest brain in the room. So that one.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, sure.
I meant
Okay.
physically.
So,
He's shallow like
going for
that.
that one, what's he gonna do? Hammer of
That
Inquisition?
is very true.
How many side
I mean,
points?
I guess.
He
What
can do
is
6, he has
most...
44 side points.
Yeah, go for
He
it.
goes for the 6
6.
side point of Hammer of Inquisition against the Elder Brain. You watch as Sildeth from across the room stretches out his hand, and there's almost a flicker of arcane and psionics as they mix together as he counters Elsyan's spell.
Well, that wasn't that surprising.
Okay.
Alright, so he has a longer range counter spell than me. Fuck. Or it's just psionic spell. I don't know.
Something
That's
to know.
fine. Presumably,
Just- Actually, kind of important because I got it wrong. Counterspell
Wow.
60 feet range. Yeah, it is. No, in Don John and in the player's handbook it's 60 foot range, not 30. That was my fault.
Well, that
Look,
changes
sorry,
a lot
I
of
didn't realise
stuff.
I hadn't told you.
Because I would have counterspelled the thing he was
You
doing.
didn't have your reaction at the time, so. No,
I didn't.
it's the start of the initiative. No,
Wasn't
but
surprised,
both people
though.
didn't know they were engaging in combat immediately. So I just went with neither team had reactions. Which means he couldn't counterspell anything you did, and directly means that you can't counterspell anything he did.
Well, the brain had
After it took its turn,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Wait.
because it went at the same time as Malcom, so it's got its reactions. Anyway, enough about the finalities. End of what was its turn? Elsyan. End of Elsyan's turn. He's going.
Well, can I counterspell his counters?
Yeah,
Or no?
you can.
Counter spell.
Okay.
Alright, I'll do it.
Okay.
It's like
so
the Street
use,
Fighter, the movie, the game.
okay,
You can
you
just get
counter his
counter throws
counterspell.
and counter
What
throws.
level are you countering at?
Let me check.
Third level? Roll me
Third
a D10.
level.
D20. That succeeds. Okay, you counter his counter spell. The brain now makes its save, which I believe is an intelligence saving throw, where it gets a 22. And thus
I think it passes.
takes half damage. Total being 25. Half of that is 12. And it is resistant to psychic damage, making it 6. Who would have
Who would have thought?
Huh? Alright. As its next legendary action, on the end of Elsyan's turn, it is going to try and form a link with Elsyan. Elsyan wants to roll, not me. Intelligence saving throw with advantage because it's him. He succeeds. Yeah, he's fine.
Okay, he's fine.
Okay. End of his turn. Queglod. What is Felipe gonna do?
Felipe is going to smack the shit
As in
out of
fly
this
over
dude.
and smack, or as in?
Well, no, he's going to fly. How much?
He's
airspace?
just about able to fit into this
How high
15-foot wide hole. Because he's a 3x3. So he can't really
Okay.
stretch his wings. He can fly in this area, but nowhere else.
You can fly over the rainbow.
Yeah, I'm going to have him fly over sort of here-ish,
Okay.
I would think. As high as he can. Making sure that he always has line of sight on there.
Okay. I'll say highest because the height of the room would be that. That.
Yep,
There we go.
cool. And then use the whatever
Okay.
it is,
Go ahead and make
Eldritch
2 attacks
Twin.
for me, please.
Cool. I will just roll them
Yep, that's fine.
both at the same time.
What's it to hit on them?
Oh.
Felipe, throw my.
it's- To hit is +7, so that's a
15. They both hit.
16 and a 15.
Doing how much damage?
Cool.
Felipe, throw my
6.
unconscious body to the other side of the room and drop me
Doing
on that
6
elephant.
damage.
Yeah, because he hasn't
Yep.
got his thing.
Okay.
What am I doing?
I'll tell you in a moment. You are conscious again as his concentration breaks.
Haha.
You are
Cool,
conscious. You are prone, and you're on the back of Felipe. You will not have your reaction this turn or at the end of your turn from here for the next turn. Just so you're aware. He can still do his action.
His
You
action
can.
still, right?
You won't. I'd say you'll be able to get up while on Felipe, but that'll be it. To be non-prone.
Is it in terms of? In terms of all
You
I
can do an
or-
action, and you can make yourself not prone.
Can I?
That's it.
Yeah, that's fine then. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I will stand up. Well, stand is
No longer
Probably
face
a
planting
rest
into
turn.
Felipe's back.
well
Yeah.
ready, Felipe, but
Just
Yeah.
getting your face good and proper in those feathers.
then. What I am going to cast Hunger of Adar.
Where?
Ooh, that's a new spell.
May I remind you, it's a 20-foot radius.
Yeah, let's go. Let's cover this whole platform.
Oh, that's a
There
new
we go.
spell.
That'll do.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
You cannot escape.
Should
Yeah.
technically be there, but doesn't matter. As
Yeah, open up.
yeah,
open up
you
portal
watch
there now.
as with her own portal shenanigans, you watch as Queglod gets back up. You watch as she raises her lantern, and as she does, you watch as this split appears down the middle of it, and you watch as two large tendrils wrap around this small tear that appears, tearing it open, creating this large black void on the top of this area, with the where Sildeth is. Sildeth is currently in total cover. None of you can see line of sight of him.
Yep.
He's
He's
also
also
blinded.
blinded.
Indeed.
So he has line of sight. Nothing, and we'll take 2d6 cold.
2d6 cold and 2d6 bludgeoning.
But bludgeoning is the end.
Oh, is it?
And
Okay.
it's acid.
So do you need to roll that now then?
It's well, if the description I've got written down is right, it's at the start of its turn, it takes 2d6
Right.
cold, and at the end of its turn, it makes
Okay.
a death save.
Is
to
there no
avoid 2d6
initial?
acid.
I thought there was an initial with Hunger of Adar.
I mean, there might be, but I'm not.
Okay.
Doesn't say there's an initial.
Come on. Okay.
No, it's just an ongoing thing.
It's just
Okay.
at the start and end of the turn.
So he is now engulfed in that. End of that turn. Is that a concentration spell?
That is.
It-
So please give me a thing.
Felipe is there.
Goodbye.
Yep.
The room is now
Okay,
concentrated.
end of your turn, the Elder Brain is going to attempt to set up a psionic link with Bern. Make me an intelligence saving throw, please. With advantage because of Elsyan.
With advantage.
Total.
That succeeds.
What's the total? I believe with your intelligence that should be a 15. That fails.
50.
Okay. End of Queglod's turn. The lair goes.
Well, Sudz
The
doing
lair,
his
the
turn.
lair goes at the same time as Queglod.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah.
I'd like everybody who isn't mind linked to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
Oh, no.
Come on.
This includes pets and companions. Yes,
Oh,
remember you
so
have
for-
advantage if they started in this fight. So Peace Fellow. Oh no, Peace Fellow's already mind linked. The construct.
Okay,
the
well,
construct
that's
is
a
immune to
21
this
on
effect, so it is
Queglod.
not affected by this. Because it's a robot.
Because it's
yep.
a robot.
I will.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to do Sasha and Elsyan.
And
Okay.
I rolled for.
Okay, they both succeeded. Yeah.
yeah, Felipe. Yeah,
Yeah.
Felipe was here for the start
Yes.
of the fight. He just
Yep,
wasn't
so you should
big,
get
so
advantage.
He should get advantage.
Yeah.
Yep. So I rolled.
Okay.
Yes, I got a 21, just in case
Have
you
you rolled for Aurum and B?
I'm working on it now.
What was your? What's the lowest that we have here? What did you roll, Queglod, for you and Felipe?
For Queglod, it was 21. For Felipe, that's going to be a 13 because he was -4 to his
Felipe
intelligence.
is unfortunately mentally affected.
Everything
you
is
just rolled a
fine
natural
now.
20 on your
Why?
intelligence saving throw, so you're fine. Yes.
Because
so,
I am here.
Harlan, have you seen? Your favourite boys are here.
Oh, which ones are they? Oh, motherfuckers! You
I know what you mean. They're
motherfucker.
the perfect monster to use in this, especially if you're not going to use their spells and just have lots of them. I mean, I could use their spells, but I don't think you guys would. I don't think you'd appreciate me sending a
spells?
CR5 swarm which can cast confusion all the time at you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
CR5?
I've toned them down though. I've removed most of their psionics in the presence of the Elder Brain. Which means if you kill them, they get their powers back.
What is this?
Nobody said anything.
Okay.
Okay, so Malcom. Totals.
Infernal, can you start sending me snaps, screenshots and stuff?
Malcolm?
The thing on the right is
I
the
got-
teleport.
Sorry, it's pretty loud here. People are making so much noise. I got 21. Aurum got a 13 and B got a 14.
Alright. Two of them are... Oh wait, no. I'm reading the wrong thing.
Also, Chris, you might have forgotten about this guy.
Oh yeah! Oops.
And also forgot to let me take my turn with
True,
B
but
and
I asked
Aurum,
you, did you have anything else you wanted to do? And I didn't get a response.
And
So, let me correct what happened. Who failed? Felipe failed. Felipe failed. Aurum failed, and B failed. Okay. I'm going to give them a different marker because they are incapacitated. Which means they are unable to act on their next turn. Alright. Oh, and the dire wolf as well, which doesn't get advantage. Yeah, it's incapacitated as well.
By the way, where is
being
Sasha
swarmed by
right now?
rats.
She's under the
Being
rats.
Yeah.
She's not in tabletop, by the way, just sending you a screenshot.
Where is Sasha right now, as you just see her limbs
under
just
the
sort of like
green
poking out of
rats.
this wave of rats?
Oh, I'm under the rats. Okay, that's
Under the green
fun.
rats.
Dire wolf
The
doesn't,
green rats
doesn't matter.
specifically.
It doesn't matter. This guy's turn just moved up. Okay. End of.
Hey, Chris,
Cool.
what's my health looking like? Oh, thank you.
Actually, he took 5
Oh
times.
yeah, you took 5 falling damage because you face planted into a floor while sliding down a slide.
That's pretty on
Okay,
brand.
so
Yeah.
as the lair begins to act, you feel what seems to be almost a psionic wave emanating from the center of this, as you watch as the brine begins to rise up from the outside of this brain and pool into the water around you, before there's almost a waft and a stench that fills all of your noses from the salty scent. Those who weren't psionically linked almost are harried by the effect as they hold their head. Felipe, Aurum, and B are all incapacitated. They can't act on their next turn. They're still up, it's just they can't act.
Well, that's
Okay.
Wait, what does that mean, Felipe,
can
who's
still
flying?
hover. Incapacitated just means no actions and no bonus actions. I
Okay.
believe it also means
I
you
mean,
lose your reaction, but I could be
I
wrong on that.
Question: Would now be the sort of time to
It's already up.
Spirit
At
Guardians?
4th level.
Oh, it's already up.
Already did it.
That was stage 0.
Love
First
it.
move.
oh
Did you
yeah.
do damage on the siren?
You had 4 d8s when you did it too.
Love it.
17 damage.
Not in range, and also it hasn't
Wait,
been this one's turn yet. It is now.
Oh, does that mean
It
it
is
was a
now.
4th
I
level
made
one?
it a 4th level because I asked the party what they wanted and they said 4th level. So.
And we don't.
Alright, so
4
saving
die.
throw for the Elder Brain because it is within range and it's starting its turn. That is a wisdom saving throw with its positive. That makes that a 24. No, 22.
No, 38 half? Or 48 half.
Making that 16 half to 8. Okay.
Isn't that like perfectly average
Probably.
damage?
Malcolm, it is your turn at the same time as the Elder Brain. What would you like to do? Malcolm?
So it's,
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
For some reason, Discord's not letting me talk too well. I'm going to name. Guardian of Nature.
What form?
Primal Beast.
Okay. So you know, under the effect of that, your conjure animals fades. No longer affected, no longer affected as they disappear.
Are these things
Nope, they're
technically
just sharing your
grappling
space.
me? Okay. Well,
They're gnawing on your horns.
I'll go. Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
Can I smack them while they're on me?
Go ahead,
Smack.
make your attack roll.
And I should get advantage, right?
Did you mean Grey Oak rather than Primal Beast? Because Primal Beast is strength checks.
Yes. I
Okay, go ahead then.
have a reason for what I'm doing. Actually, I need to figure out what my...
So what are you doing exactly? You cast Guardian of Nature. Are you shillelagh-laying?
Guardian of Nature.
Okay, in which
No.
case are you going for Primal Beast or no? Because they won't be using Wisdom.
I'm going for
Okay.
Primal Beast.
Okay,
If I can hit.
okay, so using your strength for the to hit. That doesn't hit.
Well, never mind then.
Okay, you swing with your quarters. Yep.
That's my turn done.
Is done. Elderbrain on its turn, it is linked to 3 creatures. I don't have much of a choice here. Yeah, I'm gonna use Psionic Blast. All creatures that are currently linked. Creatures that are currently linked. Make me an intelligence saving throw. All creatures that are currently linked. So Ghaakt, Peacefellow, and Bern. Yep, still with advantage.
Is this still with advantage? Ugh, 11.
When is it?
And Peacefellow fails.
So,
Okay. Ghaakt, what's your total? Okay, you fail.
11.
Okay, Ghaakt and Peacefellow each take 35 points of psychic damage. Peacefellow is down for
Oh
the count.
shit.
As Peacefellow is knocked unconscious, his psionic link fades. Bern, because you succeeded, your psionic link breaks, how you take half damage. So that would be 18 points of psychic damage. No, 17 points of psychic damage.
When it doesn't do anything?
No. Because you can't critically succeed, it just adds 5. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it just adds 5 to your save. Ghaakt, because you failed and you are not knocked unconscious, your psionic link persists and you take 35 points of damage. Please make me a con... No, you just
Another
take the
35?
Just the first one, yeah.
Right, I thought it was 31.
Did I say 31? Did I say 35?
Yeah.
Okay,
You said
31, sorry.
You said
Sorry,
31.
my math bad. Forgetting what I said. So 31 points of damage. So you should take 15, sorry.
I should take 15 now.
And after taking the 31 points of damage, Ghaakt, I'd like you to make me a Constitution saving throw versus DC 15. Your concentration. Advantage because you have.
Can I get
Warcaster.
advantage
Yeah.
because I have Warcaster now?
And that just succeeds. As you maintain concentration on Bane. Okay, its Psionic Blast is out for the count. So it is going to now, because all of its tentacles are free, it's going to make one attack versus the construct. It can do that, and it misses. As the construct bats it away, kind of negating the attack. End of the Elderbrain's turn. Cranium Rats and Sildeth. Sildeth takes 2d6 damage.
Yep. That's.
Yep.
It's cold
And
damage.
just damage for him. 8. It's pretty meaty hit.
Yep. 8 cold damage. Yeah, Bane is
Attack, saving throws, and ability points. And
Yep, anything.
because of his
Minus
creature sense,
D4.
he is going to remain within there and cast a spell. In the middle of a boss fight. Good luck, guys.
In the middle of what?
Hello, I'm loading.
Hello?
I said, in the middle of a boss fight. Have fun.
Hi, loading in.
Oh,
I'm
Sam
Dad. Okay. I am become Sam, destroyer of jokes.
Alright. Let's resume that. Where were we? I forgot.
Sasha
It was
was
my turn.
murdering everyone.
The brain was dead. If I
Oh
remember
yes,
correctly.
it was Sildeth's turn. He took the
Sildeth,
damage, he
yeah,
was
he just-
casting a spell.
Who or what is a
also known as an
Sildeth?
Ulathade.
The thing in the pink thing.
An Ulathade, there you go,
Oh,
Simon. There's your
that's
CR9
Sildeth.
creature that knows Feeble Mind. I'm not casting it.
fuck.
You should be thankful, because it's a level 8 spell on a CR9 creature. I don't understand. An
What's this?
Ulathade.
Sorry. Cut out
Once
from
per
it.
day, it can cast Feeble Mind, a level 8 spell. It's a CR9 creature. I don't understand.
Huh.
It's
Follows
almost
and balanced.
as if this is the coaster bad.
Wow.
Windows.
So mean. Shots
I mean,
fire
what?
rude.
How could that possibly
Yeah,
be
shots
the case?
fire rude. Now I need to find what level spell this is because I actually don't know. I think it's 6.
You were saying someone had a
Oh,
feeling
yeah.
about something.
Yes, I had a feeling
Elsyan,
about
yeah,
what
Elsyan had a
heard.
feeling as he gets the sense that he senses psionic presence through Ghaakt's eyes.
You're right about that, though,
Okay,
buddy.
I would like Bern, Malcom, Sasha, and Elsyan to all make. What kind of saving throw is this? Wisdom? Wisdom saving throws.
I mean, Chris, if I'm making a throw, you're making a throw.
Okay, I think you succeed, Sasha. That's a 12 plus whatever your proficiency is, which is
Something
pretty
big.
Yeah. 7, yeah. You're fine.
Yeah,
Right.
7.
And Elsyan on his wisdom save, he gets it with advantage, same as the others. He succeeds also, unless his save is negative. It's not. Alright. Did anybody get lower than a 17? You did.
I did.
Alright.
Yes.
As you hear the word echo out through the rest of this, leave. On your next turn, you are going to try everything within your power to leave and do nothing else. As you are affected by mass suggestion. Alright. That is Sildeth's turn, unless he has a bonus action to something. Oh yeah, how many side points? How many side points is
Wait,
that? 7.
Wait, do I have my reaction?
What do you want to try and do? You can't see him.
I
He's in
can't.
here.
That's true. I can't see.
Yes,
Simon, please stop doing that.
Yes, mass suggestion requires line of sight. However, he has line of sight from something else.
You can see
You
through the
probably see
walls.
everything through the fucking mind or something.
Something like that.
Alternatively, through the rats.
So hold on. What did you say there, Chris?
Oh, I didn't say anything. Bern said, "Can you please remove the Hunger of Hadar because it's preventing him from using counterspell on the guy." Because it's pitched.
Yeah. Then,
Yes,
then
but
you
he
said
can still
something else.
see because for one reason or another he has the ability to see through other creatures' eyes. So he still has line of sight.
Wait.
Through me.
Wait. How is Hunger of Hadar stopping you from
Pitch black.
counterspelling?
Pitch black.
It's magical darkness mixed in with damage. Speaking of
Oh.
which, do the other 2d6 bludgeoning. Oh, it's a dex save, isn't it? Ha!
Oh, yeah. It's,
Comic-
it is death and acid.
Comically,
I do kind of like that though.
comically,
Your
he
only
makes that
hope
with
to.
a 19, despite being terrible at what he is at dex.
Oh.
Did you
Oh,
do
yeah,
the
1d4.
one minus 1d4?
Even if
Yeah,
it's a
don't
4,
forget
it'll still
Bane.
be 15, which I think is low enough. That's 16. Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe that makes it no.
So he takes
I
half
do
damage.
like that as a thing though. Like the only way that you'll be able to save your friends with a counterspell is to drop this Hunger of Hadar. He says he's being battered by
Ow,
ice,
ow,
by hail
ow.
the size of trucks. The only ow, wait,
Stop!
you can
Stop
if
that,
you
I'll
really
eat your
drop
brain.
ah.
It's no damage?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
no
so
damage.
never mind.
It needs to save. Yeah, and if the darkness isn't going to be affecting him, we'll have to wait till next turn to
Breaking
drop
concentration is a free action, but just something to know.
it. Okay. Yeah, part of what I wanted it for was the
Just to
stop any
shut
more
down that,
portals
just to
showing
shut
up.
down the portal.
It was
I mean, it's doing its job.
Yeah,
The problem's that he's in there too.
yeah, if he can just kind of hide in there and we can't do much
Alright,
else, then
whose
I'll
turn
have
was
to
it
do
on? It was his. Oh
So
yeah,
the
Cranium
damage
Rats.
per minute.
Bitey versus Sasha and Malcom. Sasha! That's a 16! Malcom! That's an 18! I believe that hits Malcom. Yes, 17 is AC. What's all the heavy breathing or screeching? I heard someone doing heavy breathing.
I no offense, but the accent of it sounded like well.
I mean, maybe. Malcom, that is 8. There's 11 points of piercing damage again as you are nibbled by more rats.
I apologise.
Con
Those
save?
jelly beans were extra sugary, and I think I've just lost a few bits of enamel
save,
layers on my
Sudz?
teeth.
9 plus 2 is 11. We can't hear you at the moment, just so you're aware, unless you're not talking. Okay. So you don't break your concentration on Guardian of Nature. Next in turn, Bern. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, by the way, Peace Fellow's bleeding out on the floor.
Someone should probably take care of that.
He's
Well, I know what Sasha's next
Okay.
turn is going to involve.
Alright, well, my thing is gonna go around here from the back and stab.
Okay, go ahead and
Stab
make an
the
attack roll.
Since I can't see this thing anymore.
Peace fellow! No!
That hits.
That's a
9
19
plus,
kill. 9 plus,
9 plus 6, making
6.
15 points of damage
Okay.
to Elder Brain.
And I'm gonna do the
Oh,
grapple.
you can move anyway, so sure.
Well, yeah. Actually,
I mean, it can,
Yeah.
but, you know,
Fuck.
5 feet's 5 feet. Especially when you've got a range of 50.
that's true. That's very true. Well, I'm not gonna do that then. That's fine. And for the bonus action, I'm gonna give myself some more temporary hit points. Wait, is there anyone next to me that needs some? Oh, there's not.
And your
Elsyan hasn't been touched yet.
okay.
Plus, he's kind of useless.
Okay, end
No
of its
offense.
turn, it is gonna form a psionic link with Felipe. Felipe fails to save automatically because he is incapacitated.
Dick move.
Yeah, just because you're incapacitated doesn't mean you can't think
uh,
good.
As per
I
the
mean,
terms
Felipe
of the
can't
effect,
think good anyway.
psychic link means that it works automatically if the creature is incapacitated. Alright. I mean, traditionally when you have an Elder Brain, you're supposed to have swarms of illithids flooding in through the walls as well, but I thought that might be a bit unfair. So, you know, I had to change a few things. Alright. End of Bern's go, unless you wish to move. Ghaakt.
Alright. Is there anything I can do about this psychic
Yes,
link in
go
my
ahead.
brain?
Make me an intelligence saving throw with advantage.
Alright.
I will not tell you what action type it uses because it varies depending on if you succeed or not. Alright, cost. Okay, it costs nothing.
Okay, yep. Get the heck out of my brain.
That's my brain.
Yeah, Ghaakt just breaks the psychic link by annoying it by just humming a tune over and over again.
I know a song that'll get on, let's get on,
Alright, so Ghaakt, you are now free.
Anyway, now it's time for the real business. I'm going to begin the he's not the only thing in this room that can control people. I'm going to enter Mantle of Majesty mode. I power up and change my gear into a pair of trousers and a flowing cape
Suggesting
with pauldrons.
Oh my god! His power level, it's over 9,000!
Alright.
Well,
I just assume it's always booty shorts.
they're bell bottoms now.
Ah.
Alright. So as you assume this form, what does it do?
So with this, what it does is I've done this once before, and the last time I did it, someone died. So hopefully it'll turn out better this time. 6th level, as a bonus action, I can cast command without expending spell slots, and I can do that every bonus action.
I forgot.
I take the appearance of an unearthly beauty for 1 minute until
I've just remembered that Bern had to be suggestion. So Bern, we'll say the damage goes through. However, you don't. So you
What am I
need to
supposed
leave.
to do?
So you
I
need to get as far away from it as you can, leaving the facility, which means you head through this door.
Okay. I can't
Okay,
move
so
that
now,
far.
so you're just there then.
Yeah.
And we'll say use your bonus action to open up the door.
Oh, what do we got?
oh wait, that gives me an idea. So what I'm gonna, alright, so anything charmed by me automatically fails its save, because now I can cast
So
command as a
what's-
bonus action.
So nothing's charmed. So what's the save?
It's command, so I imagine it's be the same as that,
So
I suppose.
wisdom.
It doesn't say otherwise.
Wisdom.
probably.
Elder Brain.
Most things are.
Ooh, that's low. 13.
Oh,
13.
13? I don't have command on my
that's
list.
Fine. Your spell save
What's
DC,
your
he
spell
fails
save DC?
for that? So the Elder Brain is partially charmed by this. Is it immune to charm? No, it's not immune to charm.
Oh.
The rats. The rats fail, or the red one does, and the green one. What's your spell save DC? Spell save DC.
Well,
Mine? My spell save DC is, wait, where is that?
It's got to be like minimum
Yeah.
15,
Okay,
right?
If it's,
Yeah,
if it's
usually.
15,
They're pretty much all
then,
15.
Yeah, that just succeeds with a 15. And this guy,
I hate to be the one to point this out, but are the rats not immune to charm?
you might be correct. I just wrote down in my notes. Literally says abilities listed in Volos on this page. Yes, they are. You are correct.
Cool.
Ah,
Yes, that is correct.
Just about everything.
what about these two?
Which two? Does it require them to see you?
This
If
one
that's
and this
the case,
one.
this guy currently can't see you because.
Oh yeah, he can't. I guess it would be...
Actually,
Well, can this guy see me? Oh wait, there's the big
Yeah, I
brain.
think
in the way.
he-
yeah,
see him?
Felipe
The
can see him,
illithid.
so yeah, he can. So he'd make his save.
Yeah.
That is I want to say a 15. No, that's a 16.
But
It
don't
is
forget
true.
Bane.
Forget Bane. So it's a 16
that's true.
minus Bane, which is 1, which is 15. Close. If anything else, that would have
Damn it.
succeeded, but...
Are you sure you didn't get a bonus in the last
No, it
level up?
doesn't work like that.
No. Yeah, okay.
Either way, that was my bonus action, so I
Yeah.
still have my regular action. And I'm going to use that to heal Peace Fellow
Okay.
with a word,
So
with a healing
so the Elder
word.
Brain is currently charmed.
And what is that word?
The healing word is get up. I don't know him that well.
Payday 2 this. Alright.
I mean, that is kind of what healing word is.
D4, I assume? Plus
Yes,
4,
I
that's 7
believe
hit
so.
points to Peace Fellow. Alright, Peace Fellow's on 7 hit points and he's prone. Speaking of which, Psychic Link on the end of that is going to form a Psychic Link with Aurum. and B will be on the turn after that.
Can I use command to tell Bern to get
no,
the hell
'cause he's not
back over
charmed.
here? Oh, damn it.
By the way, Infernal screenshot me.
yes.
So it's
You move
so
your
it's
curses out of the
Sasha
map.
and it's Sasha and the construct. Sasha, you are underneath
Okay.
the green rats. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I didn't do the rat. Actually, speaking of
Okay,
which, I didn't
okay.
do the rat saving throw on their turn.
Yeah.
I apologise. They may not have done the damage they did, just in case they fail their saves and die.
yeah.
They do not have magic resistance. That one fails horribly. The other one fails horribly.
Four D8 of damage.
17.
Motherfucker.
They are all very, very low.
Excellent.
Yes.
Are they still on top of me?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, I know that they're a swarm, but can I just attack them as normal?
Right.
Yeah, okay. I would like to cast Word of
there we go.
Radiance. That's a point. I believe so. I believe it's a Wisdom saving throw.
Word of Radiance is not concentration. It is chosen area
No,
within
no.
5 feet. Each creature of your choice that you can see within range must make a Constitution saving throw or take damage. Constitution saving throw for the first ones fails. Second one fails. All right, that is 2d6.
2d6.
That's enough. The two of them are gone. That means the Bane flickers as well.
Excellent.
All right. End of.
I still got a bonus action. I believe that I can still cast
Yes.
Spiritual Weapon, yes? Okay, so someone who can actually see what's going on, tell me who to hit.
The brain. I don't know.
For some reason, it doesn't say on this website what commands
He can't
AC
see
is.
the illithid, so I guess the brain.
The brain.
Oh, it's DC.
Dirty hit.
Da brain.
Dirty
I
hit.
smacked the brain.
That's a plus 7. Just hits.
7.
Yes, the brain has an AC of 10.
Also, it now deals plus 1d8 plus 4 damage, I believe. No, it's still 1d8, but the plus 4 is because I went up. Is because it's my spell save, my spell casting modifier.
So, 1d8 plus 4. Yeah.
Because remember, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
So you should have.
I just wanted to make sure you remember that it was plus
Remind me,
4
which
rather
weapon
than
is
plus
second
3
level
now.
spell slot, right? Okay.
Second level spell slot,
D8
yes.
plus 4, making that 5. 5 points of bashing damage, and it gets.
Force damage, I
Bashing
should
damage.
clarify.
And it gets to make
Okay.
a save versus
and
the
that-
charm.
and that-
So it took damage from an ally. That makes that.
Wait, I thought it
It
wasn't
was.
charmed in the first place. Sorry! I just listened to you guys.
Okay, that is a 20, so it's no longer charmed by the Mantle of Majesty. As the spiritual weapon from Sasha swings down, clocking the top of the Elder Brain, it squidges slightly, but for one reason or another, it's no longer
Ugh.
charmed.
I thought it was
the
immune to
cranium
charm.
rats were, but the cranium rats are dead for now.
Okay. I thought they
No,
were also
brain
immune to
isn't.
charm.
No,
Yeah,
he succeeded on his save.
Okay.
The brain failed.
Okay. Oh,
Ah,
so my charm
charm
was lost.
because Sasha dealt damage, and then it got to make its save again.
I'm sorry, I just listened to what the people who could actually
Yeah.
see what's going on were
Construct
saying,
makes
and I
it to
thought, and I
attack.
also
Both
thought.
of them hit.
That's fine. I think my command spell would have only allowed me to make it move places anyway, and I don't think you can do that.
Ooh, damage.
I can still use
That
command, by the way. It's
is-
just that they won't instantly lose.
That is 15 points of damage to it. The Elder Brain is not looking good. Okay.
By the way, Chris, I can still use command on whatever I want. The charm just dictates whether or not they can
okay.
even make a saving throw. So yeah, if they were charmed, that means they can't make saving throws, and if not, I can still use command on them if I wanted to.
Right.
They just
End
have
of
to
their
make a saving
turn.
throw for it.
Peacefellow and Elsyan. Peacefellow is going to disengage and back off into the corner and cower. Because he almost died.
Yeah.
That's my boy!
Don't they have to get back up?
It's fine.
They're
he
still prone.
crawls super fast. Super fast crawling.
Crawled.
There we go.
He can crawl.
There you go.
Oh, and he
Super
died.
fast crawling as
Accurate.
he wiggles across the floor like a 4-year-old.
And then there's a headstand.
I mean, look where his arms are. Of course he's doing a headstand. Alright, and Elsyan. What do you want to try and do?
I don't know.
Okay.
Smack something. Use
He's
brain
gonna-
or something. I don't know.
He's gonna
What does
run
Elsyan,
up and
what
he's
does
gonna
Elsyan
smack.
do these days?
Because he is now able to do so.
You brute,
he
you
gets
brute.
a plus 6, I think. No, he's going to make his weapon psionic, and then he is going to have a +7 advantage because flanking. No, spiritual weapons don't give flanking. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Where is it? Because my weapon is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's going there to flank the construct. Advantage on the hit. Yes, he hits. Meaning he does 2d8 plus his dexterity for this. Making that 13 points of damage, 5 of which is psionic, so it is halved. Making that 12 points of damage, I believe. Alright. So, end of Elsyan's turn, the experiment is going to make a strength check against your weapon, Bern, to grab it. Okay. You didn't attempt to grapple this guy, did you? Okay, yeah. So he fails the he fails the grapple check against your weapon.
Pile
As
drive
this
the
one tries to
brain.
fumble around and try and grab it, but is unable to do so as the weapon keeps moving. Queglod, your turn. Do you wish to go before or after the lair action?
My turn. Well, I'll go after. You can go first.
Everyone make a wisdom saving throw, please. As
Should
you
we?
I'll have gone after.
As you're all there, you hear what sounds to be from above a resounding, almost screech of many minds.
I use my luck point there to reroll.
That's a 16 from me, boy.
Okay, so that's a 21 from Queglod, and I guess.
Because I have
Felipe
-2 to wisdom.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess Felipe needs one as well.
Do Elsyan's one as well.
Well, Felipe's wisdom is okay.
Yep.
But
Sasha, you need to have one rolled for you. Sasha succeeds. Okay, did anybody roll lower than a 15?
Felipe did.
Okay. Alright,
Got a
Felipe
10.
is currently frightened of the Elder Brain. And
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted still. Guys, I'm going to be gone for a little bit. I should be back in like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
No worries.
Good luck. Try not to die.
Felipe is currently ailed with everything, as if Felipe is now frightened of the Elder Brain and all illithids on the surface as well. For 1 minute. Can remake the save at the end of his turn. Oh, and is no longer incapacitated.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Because that only occurred for 1 round. Did anybody else fail? Orem or B? Okay.
Nope.
Orem
is currently
failed.
frightened. So Orem is currently frightened. So Orem
Uh-oh.
can't willingly move closer to the Elder Brain.
That was a quick 10 minutes.
No, he's still muted.
He's still muted.
Uh,
I think it was someone else.
I
who left the meeting.
disconnected and
okay.
reconnected.
So Queglod, your turn.
My turn. Okay, right. This
Fine.
thing's gonna have to go.
As that,
Adios.
as you do so, something
Yeah.
you notice. You watch as where there was no portal
Yep.
previously. You watch as you see one and it's closed. As you watch as it begins to fade out. As your turn begun, it took damage
Oh.
and dissipated because it rolled the same initiative as you. So you
Nice.
did close the portal.
Cool.
There.
Okay, well that's
That actually
illuminating.
is pretty good.
Yeah, good to know that that is a thing. I can break the portal physically. So, what we're gonna do? Bonus action first of all. We're gonna one-up Sasha and throw out a better spiritual weapon.
Alright,
Yeah, I
that's
think.
going to get confusing. Alright, make the attack roll.
Because my
2d8.
spiritual weapon does 2d8 plus
Yep.
plus 4.
Still rolls lower anyway. Somehow.
Yeah, that'll
That hits.
that'll
And that does 9 plus 4, 13 points of damage to the Elder Brain.
yeah, 13 force damage to the brain. Right. So Felipe's no longer
yes, only
incapacitated, you
frightened
said?
of the Elder Brain and all illithids on the surface. Meaning he has disadvantage on to hit rolls against
Okay,
the Elder
that's
Brain.
fine.
But not this one down underground. This one's a bitch.
On
On
to
to
hit rolls against them, but not in general.
Because he was
Okay,
out of
cool.
line of sight, he wasn't
In that
affected by
case-
the screams of many minds. So your Hunger of Hadar did 2 things.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
God.
it did 8 damage for a third level spell, so you know. what a debut.
I mean, it's more of a
Great.
crowd control
It
tool
was,
than
it was
anything
a single
else.
target, and
Yeah.
hey, you did
Do we
damage to the
wanna-
portal, which closed it. So
Yeah.
Also,
I'm gonna-
there was the bad situation of, it could still see. Which
oh yeah,
hopefully
that's
won't come up as often.
Okay, no.
Yeah, that won't be a common occurrence. Yes. So Felipe's going to use his
Okay.
Eldritch Plume. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the first one target this
Okay.
portal up here.
What's the to hit?
Like
Okay,
plus
doesn't hit,
7.
I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not terribly surprising. So we're going to try that
Okay,
again in
go
a
ahead.
second. So,
Natural 20. Go ahead. Go ahead and
there
roll
we
the second
go.
die.
That's more like it.
10 plus
be
5,
another-
15. That is enough. That is enough to close it.
That's 15 then.
Oh, I forgot.
Cool.
That's anticlimactic. Flip it over. It's the same. As Felipe fires out one Eldritch Plume, it whizzes by, passing through the portion of the portal, and as the other one hits home, the portal shatters where it is. The crystal remains intact, but the portal
well,
is
he's-
shattered.
Okay. Fine. Well, he's a little shaken by
And Wisdom
all the
saving
mind
throw for
bullshit going
Felipe.
on. It's fair that he would. For
The frighten.
What, sorry?
Yeah, with
Oh,
advantage.
right, yes. I've also got to make.
However, if his
Oh, yeah.
wisdom's positive, he should be fine.
I've also got to make my.
Just as well.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So yeah, he's fine.
Thank
He's not
God,
frightened.
And then I'm going to make my Eldritch Blast
Alright, 2 attacks.
against
Go
this
ahead.
boy, because he is just starting to annoy me now.
Yep.
It's
Go
meant to
ahead.
be the damage as well, but well.
That'll hit. Yep,
that'll
I'll just hit
hit,
damage
so
for that.
that's-
6
ignore that,
plus
ignore that.
4 is 10.
So that's plus 4, so
Okay.
that's 10 for the first one. And
Hits, and that's another 7.
that's the 7. Yes.
Okay. Reaching up, firing
Cool. so
firing
should be
2
17
Eldritch
damage.
Blasts along with Felipe's Eldritch Plumes. You watch as one portal is destroyed, and this guy is now revealed as he gets pelted with 2 Eldritch Blast attacks. Malcom and the Elder Brain.
At last, I can see a good. Ah!
Okay. Malcom moves up. What's Malcom gonna do? Attack? Okay, go ahead.
his weapon being over here, and whichever tile it's supposed.
Do you still have Guardian of Nature up? Because your concentration symbol didn't go with you.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
concentration
it just didn't go with you. Okay. 3 plus what? If this is with your strength, it'll be -1. Correct? Or... Okay, so it's 2 damage.
Yeah.
Alright.
I had the page up.
What are you looking for?
I was trying to.
You're trying to what?
I had the page up. I was trying to figure out what I was gonna be shape into.
What did you want to be shape into? I'll move your Aurum and all that will move over and they'll make their attacks.
I wasn't sure yet. I was trying to figure it out because I was trying to find something strength based.
A bear? Oh, you don't have the CR.
CRA?
Yeah, no, he
Guardian?
can't because he's concentrating on Guardian of Nature. This is beast shape, so CR half. Yeah.
Oh, beast shape. Okay, HBO.
Yeah.
So it's all half his level?
Oh no, it's CR half.
Oh, CR half. Okay.
So we'll assume we'll go with brown bear because I know that's 1. However, that's the closest. That's the closest I can think to a creature with decent strength. Unless you want to just delay your turn and tell me when you can remember it.
No, I'll
Should
just
be.
be fair. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it is CR1.
CR half because he multi-classed into monk.
Ah, right.
5, 10,
I apparently
15.
don't have a bear tile. I thought I did.
Ah, yeah, you did the smart thing of a druid monk. It's the best multiclass.
This bear knows kung fu.
Yeah, it's
Frightening.
No, seriously, it does. It has kung fu. I mean, the AC of the bear is based on its dex plus Malcolm's wisdom score, so it has a +5 to its AC naturally.
I've seen Kung Fu Panda. Spoilers.
Yeah.
How is that a spoiler?
Wait, so what did you go into? Black bear?
No, spoilers
Brown.
is what you say before.
Alright, you can't be a black bear.
You said brown.
You can't be a brown bear. You can be a black bear, but I don't have either, so you can be a celestial bear.
You can be an ape.
Space bear. A bear of the stars.
You can be a space bear, 'cause that's the closest I have to anything you want to be. So, as you already made the attack with your staff, and you beast shape afterwards, because you successfully landed the attack. So that costs you a bonus action, and that is free. So you transform into whatever it is.
What's its dex?
The brown bear's dex. Infernal, can you system on this?
Yeah. Black bear's dex
10,
is
so it's
10.
10.
And then ape
So
has
I'd
14
lose.
dex.
So I'd lose AC. But
Yeah.
it's fine. But
Okay.
anyway, time
Aurum and
for.
B. Aurum goes first.
Well, doesn't Aurum have to make a save before she can even try
Oh,
and
that's
move
right.
up to
Aurum
this
is
thing?
frightened. So Aurum wouldn't be able to at all, actually, because the save's at the end of Aurum's turn.
So then she had.
Right, so end of Aurum's turn. Total?
Please,
It
that
doesn't
still
be a 15
fails.
then it fails, yeah.
Yeah, it fails.
And B?
Might actually succeed. No. Hail.
B attacking him?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
he's
go ahead and make
attacking
the
him with
attack
the
roll.
tail. I'm just making sure I got the numbers right. Yep.
Why is it with advantage? Take
Oh wait, sorry.
Take the right one.
Take the
Close to
right
the die.
one.
That hits.
Alright.
Doing 14 plus what damage?
14 plus 3 slashing.
Making that 17.
And it needs to make a con
That
save.
is a 21 total. With Bane... No, Bane wouldn't matter here, would it?
Yeah, there was even... It didn't even have to bother rolling.
Okay, I believe that's the end of your turn.
Anything else?
Either way, the Elder Brain got its psionic blast back.
Strength. Oh, so I guess I'd want to be 8
Yeah,
over.
that's fine. Just let me
Fair.
know which one you are and work with the attacks from there. And keep a track of your health.
Yeah, I'll be
okay,
8.
you got its psychic blast back, so I would like everybody who is currently connected to it, which is your 2 companions and Felipe, to make an intelligence
What?
saving throw, please.
That was a misclick, but it was quite fortuitous.
Oh! Well,
Um,
that's
So B
B.
breaks the connection and takes half damage.
that's
total?
Orem.
Just
that's
19?
just 19.
Okay. Wait, Orem doesn't have a negative
Yeah.
intelligence?
Actually, no.
And Felipe?
Felipe's total.
17.
You ready for
12.
this?
Okay, Felipe
Yeah,
fails,
12.
Orem just succeeds.
Yeah. Yeah. His DC is like 15, isn't it?
15 on the lair action, 17 on the brain itself. Yes.
Oh, on the brain itself. Yeah. I don't think Felipe can make that
Natural 20 can.
with intelligence. So
30 point.
oh yeah.
30
yeah,
points
if
of
you're
psychic
allowing that
damage to Felipe, 15 to B and Orem.
God damn.
Orem succeeded, so psionic link is
So,
broken. However, Felipe is still connected.
That's fine. Felipe's got 10 hit points
That's
for
true.
days. So.
And then it is going to, because it's on dying doors, gets to make one swingy attack at. You know what? I'm gonna be a dick. It's gonna attack you, Queglod.
I'll be right back.
The
who is?
tentacle, yeah. That's
Mr.
natural 20
Brainman.
as well.
Ah.
Don't worry, it doesn't do
Okay.
that. Oh,
Rip.
never mind. Never mind. I was reading the wrong point of damage. It's not 1d8, it's more than that. You take. Yes, of course it is.
Of course it is.
Yeah, I know, I'm
Yes.
calculating damage. It's a lot.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Just trying to tell if I needed to send a
Yes, you
strongly
do. You
worded
take
letter on your
45
behalf.
points of bludgeoning damage and are grappled.
What?
Natural
How many
20.
points of what?
I think I'm just gonna. I'm just thinking, did I get that wrong? Yes, I rolled one too many die, so redacting the last one makes that a 39 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, well that's well over half my health
Okay.
in one go. So what the fuck kind of steroids
Look,
is this?
a
brand
large
on?
tentacle swings up and strikes you on the side, grappling you, and then it's going to pull you towards it because you're more than 10 feet away.
Wait, did you just become bloodied?
Yes, I did.
You know, okay, am I in range?
I know.
What do
healing
you
or
say?
damage.
Heart of Immolation. Am I in range for like how much
if
health
you
does
go
it
for
has this
healing,
thing looks
you're
like
gonna
it's
hit
on?
no one, except for maybe Orem.
Mm-hmm.
If you go for damage, you're gonna hit just the
If I
brain.
go for
but the
damage-
brain can't be moved because it's in a bowl. So
Question: is the brain like how low is the brain,
it's
guys?
looking really bad.
Oh, he said it's a dying door, so he's not that doing that one.
Not doing that good.
Yeah.
And because this thing can't move, doesn't it automatically fail dexterity checks or something?
It can move. It has a
No,
5
it
feet
can move.
movement speed, but it's in a bowl, so it
Yes.
can't move physically. It can't be pushed.
Ah, fuck it, why not? Any objections to me just shooting this thing up with fire?
Alright.
Go ahead. Also, what? That kind of damage. Yeah. What's the save on?
What did I say?
concentration?
39? 18.
39.
No,
Yeah.
19. 19 would be
19.
the save. Why are you concentrating? On what?
Ooh, boy.
It's not.
Spiritual weapon. Oh no, it's not. It's not.
It's
What
not
are you
concentration.
concentrating on? You had that symbol before.
I was concentrating on.
yes, so
hunger.
you're not-
Hunger for dog.
Okay, it's save on
Yeah, I don't think
dexterity.
Okay, it's fine.
It has a +0, making that 18. It succeeds. So it takes half
Mother
damage,
fudge
which is
muffin.
5d8.
Wait.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
That's 11
11
damage on
damage.
5d8. That's low. Harlan, you need to take Elemental
Yeah.
Adept, allowing you to reroll ones on your damage. Take it.
Yeah.
Take it with
It's a
fire.
thought.
You know, go ham. Anyway, on that note, it takes half damage again, making it 5 because it succeeded. As it's ever so slightly singed.
Motherfucker.
Queglod, make me a strength check, please.
It's because it's very moist in that bowl.
Is there a point? This
yes,
is gonna...
there is actually.
I'm back. What I missed?
Well,
Well,
it beats
that's a
my
7.
natural 1, so you stay where you are. You are, however, grappled.
Huh. Okay. I don't really understand that
Well,
interaction.
the
but
grapple
okay.
is automatic, the pull is not. Pull is my athletics versus yours, but mine's a
Alright,
natural
I
1.
guess.
So.
I guess it can't really get any...
Felipe grabs its tentacle and
behind it?
stops it from pulling you away as it's almost lifting the Elder Brain out slightly. There we go. So there's
Oh, we're gonna use the Elder Brain
flail.
as a flail to kill the
I
elephant.
like this plan.
Okay, plans
Alright,
coming together,
end
boys.
of its turn. The cranium rats are dead. However,
Oh, question: is my spiritual weapons? No, not my spiritual weapon. Well, yes, my spiritual weapon, but also my
that's right.
spirit
It takes
guardian
damage
still
at the
up.
beginning of its turn. Saving throw. It succeeds with
Yes!
a total of 25.
Still takes half
40
damage.
Radiant damage. That's better. 24, half to 12.
Okay. Infernal, screenshot me.
I mean, you're in a minute. This guy's gonna go and cast. He is going to use his. He is going to use his main action to go and. Yeah, he's just going to throw out 3 Eldritch Blasts. And he's going to aim them all at Sam. Because as I've been rightly corrected,
Sam?
Sam's taken no damage because I keep thinking he's an NPC. Sam is hit by all of those.
Hooray! Wait. Oh no!
Upgraded AC is
Well,
very
it did until I
serving very
rolled
well.
all of them were 19 and above.
Cool.
How much does he take?
29 points of force damage total. Over 3 attacks,
Yikes!
which I believe is 3 saves. Oh no, it's 3 saves, all of which are DC 10 because it's damage in 1 hit. So the first one succeeds. Second one succeeds. Third one, he's got a +0. Come on, 2. There we go. All right, you are no longer all protected by your little bubble anymore.
Oh no.
Can he
Yeah,
set it up
it's
again,
turn,
mister?
which is at the top of the round.
Yeah, whose turn is it now?
It is Sildeth's, and Sildeth is going to.
Didn't she just use
He
triple?
yes, he
thing?
used triple Eldritch Blast. However, let's. Oh no, we can't do that because he used Selfish Blast. Never mind. I should have done that. That would have been a much better thing to do. Anyway. Elder Brain's bonus action is going to form a psionic link with Sasha. Sasha.
It can damn well
okay,
try.
You get some advantage still because of your ring. You still fail because you have a -1 to your intelligence saving throw.
Question: If I had just a flat, would I have succeeded?
No, it was a 10.
Okay,
so
that's all that matters.
it's not gonna be the DC 17.
Oh, I hate
All right,
this.
end of that bonus action. Bern, you watch it. You will watch as Bern goes over to the door, opens it, and leaves.
Wait, that's still fucking affected
until
by
you
that?
complete your task. Oh
Wait,
hold
that
on,
was
I need to
that was
roll.
only 1 round
That
ago.
was 2 rounds ago. But Mass Suggestion, he's leave. It lasts until he completes the task.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought that. I just thought that
No.
Dwarf ages ago.
So Bern walks through the door and leaves.
Yeah.
Bern, as you walk through the
Long
door and
fight.
you stand there, you look at what looks to be an empty room, what looks to be a guard room, and you can see coming down on the other side through this way. You watch as a illithid hand kind of reaches around the corner and a mind flayer stares you straight in the eyes. The suggestion at this point wears off, and you look and you
Just
can see
one?
one illithid there. It says a few things, and you hear kind of like this high-pitched humming. And you hear what sounds to be more of them moving down the stairs behind it.
Well, guys, been nice knowing you.
Yep, GG.
I assume I have no movement
No,
left?
because you use your entire turn to get in there, and then it succeeds because you left. So,
Okay, so can I have a separate map of what's
Sure.
happening?
You're gonna draw like 2 lines of things, aren't you?
No,
There's a-
that's 8
there's a
lines.
door on the other side.
Okay.
Let me get you some illithids to populate your life. There you go.
Hmm.
Have fun. Alright, Ghaakt, your turn.
All right then. Well, I was going to use command to get him to come back in here, but
I
since
don't
he's
get an
already
action.
there.
Suggestion
do
uses your
anything,
entire
right?
turn, and you succeed after you go through the save. Yeah.
Okie dokie. I kind of wish that I still had the ability to use command to get him back over
Unfortunately,
here.
he's on the other side of a door, so.
Bern, where the fuck are you going?
Unfortunately, it's on the other side of a door, so.
Yeah. No matter. I still have that command as a bonus action, by the way.
You do. That is true. What would you like to do?
Has this guy done
Oh, I
anything?
completely forget he exists. He tried grappling Bern's weapon twice and then proceeded to flail around and do nothing. He waved his arms in the air.
Ugh.
He's got an intelligence of 2. He's fine. Leave him alone.
You sure about that? Sometimes I even forget he's here because he hasn't
Look.
done anything.
Ads aren't my strong suit.
Alright. I can't use command to get any. I can only basically use them to move. As far as I know. I know that I can't get them to hurt their allies. But can I get this guy to close that portal?
You can try.
I'm going to use command as my bonus
Wisdom
action
save?
on this man. Yep.
25.
That's safe. That'll have no effect
Indeed.
whatsoever.
Your action.
It's okay. Queglod, would you like some inspiration? You're doing a pretty good job.
Oh yeah, for once. Yes, please.
I'm going
I
to give
will.
you an inspiration, which is a free D8 to do with whatever you plays.
Whatever you play.
Please.
Yep.
Whatever you plays, hon.
Alright.
Nice.
Maybe that is the voice. I keep forgetting to do
Yeah, it's
Ghakt's
fine.
voice all the time.
So, Sasha and the Construct.
You can use that for whatever you want, honey.
Construct's going to make
Okay.
its 2 attacks. Hits both of them. And it
Does the construct
What,
just
the
kill
other
this
brain?
thing?
does 20 damage.
Yeah.
This thing, you can see
Nice.
now around the outside of it where it was once a nice pinkish brine is now going blood red around the outside of it as this thing is very badly bleeding. The tentacles are getting a little bit lax and it seems to be almost panicking.
I imagine being a brain in a jar must be quite stressful.
Okay, so Chris, what I'd like to do is, can you move me up onto the central portion of the right-hand stairs? I believe that puts me in range of the guy at the bottom and the brain
Yep,
as
the
well.
brain still was in range anyway, but yeah.
I am aware, which means that this guy immediately, the guy at the bottom,
Fails.
who, what's his name? Can I have a name here?
His name
Yeah,
is
instant.
Fails,
Awesome.
and he's dead.
Fails. Oh, okay. And he's dead. Lovely. Next of all, I would like to obviously use my bonus action to attack this brain with
Okay.
my spiritual weapon. I'm
Yep,
assuming
it
you've got
hits.
the rolls for that
Damage was
stuff.
3 plus 4 is 7.
7 damage. And then I would like to do a very fun thing, which is cast a second level guiding bolt at this thing at the
Before
brain.
you do that, you
Mhm.
you will watch as Sasha walks up the stairs, disintegrates this experiment guy, and you watch as the Smashfist hammer comes crashing down, and you watch as the brain is crushed from the top portion. As you watch as blood begins to
Oh,
leak out
yes.
across this. Bern, you watch as these illithids start panicking, and they run back up the stairs.
Excellent. Okay, in that case, minor change. Do I have a view
Yes,
on the guy
very.
over on the left?
Is it a saving throw or an attack roll?
Guiding bolt, mother! It is an attack roll.
Hits. Damage. 48. 46, sorry. 5d6.
It was a second level, so it's 5d6.
Doing 14 points of radiant damage to him. Hey,
Well, not the
disadvantage
best,
on
not the
next attack
worst.
roll.
I'll take it. That's true, that's true.
And I'm going to mark down your use of another second level spell slot. There we go. Okay,
Thank you.
end of your turn. Elsyan's turn. Yeah. Full on screw it. Hammer of Inquisition. Does he succeed on his saving throw? Of course he does. He's an illithid. Got +9 to his saving throw. Full 6.
La-di-da.
40 points of damage.
That's pretty good.
Half to 20 because he's not resistant to psychic damage. Only the brainers. Yes, they're susceptible to their own psychic. It's amazing.
It's like a dragon ghost type situation
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
going on here.
It's weak to itself, but not everything else. Okay, he has disadvantage on his next wisdom saving throw, as Elsyan is not happy with him. You know what? Who's next in the initiative? Queglod? Make me 4 rolls. I'm just gonna say do the damage.
Sure.
At this point, I've given up because he's the last guy left. He has no way to escape. So just roll me 4d10. I'm just from here on.
Cool.
All of your attacks are just gonna auto hit. I'm just gonna have them.
He's just
I'm
having
just gonna
a
see who
mental
does the
breakdown.
killing blow. 17 points of damage. He's not dead yet. All right, next in
Do I
yes,
get to add
so
my
8
8?
still doesn't kill him.
Would be.
All right, next in the initiative,
25.
Malcom. Bear jump.
It's just a bonus.
Go for the damage. Wait, why'd you roll the 4d10? There's a Bear,
wasn't
you do
trying
different
to.
damage. You do. Yeah, just roll the 4d6.
I'm 8. I'm
Oh,
ape,
ape. Okay.
not bear. Yes, I'm 8. I
What damage are you
I
doing?
jump like 8. I don't know what type of attacks.
I'm telling you right now. Hold on 1 second. It is
Well,
1d6 plus 3. Plus
He's
5 to
just
hit.
gonna smack it with a tail. Cause
That's fine. Just go ahead and do your damage for B, and then you do 2d6. You don't need to roll the attack rolls
Alright.
because I don't care about the extra effects. We're just seeing who kills it at this point. Okay, B. Oh, B overkills it by 1 hit point. All right, you will watch as this is going on. You hear what sound to be the sounds of slaughter. You watch as a few illithid bodies slide down the center tube, kind of skidding across the ground. The brain lying there, in quotations, lifeless. As you also see the Ulithade who's floating there goes, "No, this can't be." And as he does, you watch as B's tail clocks him on the back of the head, and he just falls to the ground, dying as he hits the floor. Combat is now over. You can hear.
Yay.
Well, that was probably the least hairy. All things considered, that was probably the least hairy it's gotten yet. We're getting good at this.
No, that's fine.
I doubt that.
No, because the Elder Brain isn't actually that strong. It relies on other things.
Question: what's the bluey red tile down at the bottom there?
That's a portal.
Oh, that's a portal.
Yeah, you watch.
Is it
you watch
portal
as
out of here? Or?
you watch as another one of those experiments comes through, just like, oh, and it gets blows up immediately by Sasha's spirit guardians. You effectively spawn killing them at this point.
Excellent.
Free XP.
As you do that, you watch as the bone staff, immediately next to you, Malcolm. You watch as the bone staff comes to life, goes to the back of the head of the individual, and you watch as his brain is extracted on the end of this thing, before his brain proceeds to turn to a light pinkish color, and kind of fades into more of that pink brine. The staff.
So what's the bone staff?
Staff
What?
goes lifeless as you.
The bone staff that the illithid was holding.
Combat is over. The construct floats back up this
like-
way. You can still hear the sounds of fighting overhead.
Oh, we'll take the stairs, I guess.
Okay. You will make your way out, and you'll head back to the surface. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Yeah.
I feel like I want to loot the bodies, but also I'm terrified of looting the bodies.
I'm taking the bone.
You pick up the bone stuff.
Make me
Oh.
a wisdom
Bone
save.
stuff doesn't do anything.
Okay. Worth a try.
Would it be
Cut off some of the
worth a
tendril
try?
if they're
For
still
what, the Elder Brain or the Illithid? Yeah, you can.
Both.
Yeah,
Probably.
you do.
Why
both. You
not
cut off a few
both?
of the tentacles. What did you say, Queglod?
I just said probably the
Okay.
Elder Brain.
Go ahead and.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I was
go ahead
going
and
to
make
say,
a
do we want to
medicine check?
make sure this thing's definitely
Yeah.
dead? But
yeah.
So,
Survival? Oh,
as you goes.
Ah, let the doctor through.
Turns you Okay. Bern, you slice off a few of the tendrils for later use.
Okay. Can Sasha go over and...
if it's there. Is
Yes,
the
but
guy's
it
head
is
still there?
it is carved open where the staff seems to have bored into his head.
Ah, okay, so it took his brain, okay. Yeah, take
Malcolm
the
already
stuff.
has it.
Quick question.
Yeah, I heard the stuff.
Can Sasha go over to the Elder Brain and basically look for any interesting parts of its physiology to shear off and take with them? For example, if there's a sort of nerve stem or spinal, what would be a spinal
Looking
column
at
and
it,
something with
this
bones.
seems to mostly be any of the nerves are its tendrils, and looking at it, Bern's cut
okay.
off the majority of them.
Okay. In that case, I'm just going to take off a few slices of grey matter, because, we gotta eat.
So you now have.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is something that's
So you
fit
now
for
have
human
illithid
consumption.
I'm gonna write in your inventory illithid grey matter. Or no, elder brain.
Mm-hmm.
Elder brain matter.
Who's opening presents over there?
Okay, someone is either involved in a horrific accident or is trying to unwrap their sandwiches from the tinfoil.
Or pushing the elder brain in the
Shush.
fridge which is full of ice. So, is there anything else you'd like to do while you're still here?
Oh, do we have any like small vials or anything? Because if so, I would like
Yep,
to take a
that's
sample
fine.
of the.
Yep. So you take a sample of the
brine.
brine, add it to your inventory.
What?
Cool,
Yep.
cool.
The brine? What are these crystals?
Okay.
Oh,
These seem to store a magical energy to planar travel. However, the nature of these, looking at them, one, they probably weigh somewhere from 500 pounds to 1,000 pounds in weight. And second of all, you see the crack that's kind of forming the portal in the middle begins to disperse as the elder brain and the Ulithid are now gone, meaning that their magic is becoming inert.
Okay, so. What are they going to be
for
worth
large
anything?
crystals, maybe, but again, transporting them is going to be difficult. As far as you're aware, they're going to be worth.
How I wish we had the immovable rod now.
What would you like to do, if anything?
I guess we're taking the stairs. Oh yeah, do I need to keep this concentration now?
You
I guess
guys
they're all dead.
finish up your You've guys finished up your combat. You gather yourselves. You leave. You look out across the horizon. You can see the gnolls are currently finishing off the last of the illithids and taking them down. You see some of the gnolls have moved up to where the constructs are, and the constructs don't seem to mind them or do anything. However, they're still a little bit skeptical about the constructs. Do you guys want to do anything while you're still in the city, or are you just going to leave?
Oh, check if there's anything to loot.
From the city? Plenty of corpses.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Anything else which seems to be of value has probably been pinched by the gnolls.
I mean, is everything dead in this city? Have we won? Okay, so there's no more fighting to do. Okay.
Well, I guess the gnolls can live here now, or the kobolds.
Yeah, whichever works.
Do
Whoever.
Do they want to?
I mean,
Peace Fellow's alive, right? Yeah, he is alive. Peace Fellow!
Peace Fellow.
Peace Fellow is...
And this is how Pacefellow made a name for themselves.
Peace Fellow is...
Peace Fellow levels up like 10 times.
And Peace Fellow is just going to... actually, no, I'm going to make a few rolls during all this. Yeah, while you guys were busy looting, you don't see Peace Fellow anywhere.
Peace Fellow! It's
Elsyan
safe
turns around and says,
now!
oh, he left a while ago.
Can you, brain contact
Good,
him,
but I don't
or...
care. You're the one who destroyed their home.
Look, I'm going to fix that! Okay, let's get over back to the Knoll base and sort out everything there.
One of them might have seen it.
Traveling.
Yeah.
If not,
Hopefully he's still alive. I mean, I'll go check on the kobolds to make sure they survive after we've had a chat with the gnolls.
I mean, we took the water and the food to them.
Yeah. And also I'm going to purify the fuck out of their food source, because now I have, just an infinite number of purifies, so long as I just use my, as long as I just ritual
Purify
cast
their
it.
food
So.
and their water source. You take 7 points of damage from being bitten by grippers in the process.
It's far. What? Actually, it's a 10-foot range for where I can place the 10-foot
okay,
bubble,
never
so I should be
Yeah, you.
I
you
should be
purify the
fine for
food
like
and,
not
food
getting.
and water. There's no sign of Peacefellow. There's no sign of the kobolds either. The, the rest.
Well,
The rest of you who
I
are
did my
heading back
best.
to where the gnolls are, you can see at the knoll base where they're kind of rejoining. They don't seem to mind about your presence here anymore. As you all proceed to just walk through, casually looking around, the gnolls seem to just be celebrating. You see a few of them have carried back what look to be whole illithids and seem to be cooking them over fires.
Charming.
Well, they can have fun with those.
What would you guys like to do?
How are the things looking?
Very specific. What are things?
The constructs.
The constructs. I'm going to say you can see that quite a lot of them are damaged. You don't know how many of them are missing because they disappear upon dying, so you're not sure.
And yeah. Was there anything in the pyramid though?
Was there anything in the pyramid?
Did we explore the entire pyramid?
I mean, you went into it for a moment and then proceeded to leave it, so...
Yeah, well, was there anything in there that we could have, explored?
Not from what you can tell, no.
Oh. Should we... Oh, fuck. I assume we can't use the teleportation thing back to the lake, or the thing, or can?
What, from the pyramid? Yeah, but you went to the null base. Because that's where you guys decided to go.
Oh yeah, we did. Fuck. I guess we go tell the seer that we want.
Is that cool with you guys, Knowles?
They yip in excitement. They don't seem to understand what you're saying. You can understand what they're saying. They just can't understand what you're saying.
Oh, I can make it. So I can. If you want to understand what they're saying, I can deal with that. I use tongues to understand what they're saying.
They seem to just be talking about food.
They're talking about food.
I assume we can go to the seers like this now then?
If the gnolls are okay with that, I think the best thing to do now would be to make sure that all the diplomatic stuff gets sorted out.
Yeah.
So I will note that it is beginning to get late.
As you head in further into the Knoll camp, you speak with the Medusa there, with the seer. She congratulates you on your victory and says that they will be heading back to the surface to resume their activities there. If there's an individual from your city that wishes to represent on behalf of their city, they will more than happily accept them and set up trade links as previously described. There are plenty of things that they can find on the mountains that might be of worth to the city, is what they mention. The kobolds are left in peace. You proceed to finish up your adventures in the underground and head back to Adamanthia, but not before stopping in at your Aboleth friend.
Can we look at these ways as well to explore? To complete the map, basically.
Yes. Wait, you're looking at these ways?
Yeah, like where they each go.
Okay. Let me get my notebook and tell you where they go. The way to the right of the city, going from there, you can see what looks to be a series of caverns leading off somewhere. And in the far distance, you see what looks to be almost a kind of a slight rippling, and you see moss and kind of what looks to be almost in the distance green. Yes.
Moss and green. Is it like a
It's
room
like an
or is
opening.
it like an opening? Should we explore?
I mean, I guess we've got to finish this map.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Kind of want to finish the
Going
map.
closer to it, you can see,
Yes.
I would say with your guys' passive arcana, this is a portal to another plane of existence. And behind it, you can see what looks to be the plane of jungle.
Oh, jeez, we're gonna be
However,
here
looking
longer
at
than I
the
thought.
portal, it seems to only be one way.
Ah,
So it
Oh,
goes
fuck.
from here to the plane of jungle, and whatever's left on this side seems to just be natural residue from the portal's existence.
Okay, so point here. The plane of jungle is not inside the cave, so we're not getting paid for this.
technically outside of our
We're not
jurisdiction.
going here
Yeah.
yet.
I mean, if you want to disappear into the
Exploring
jungle, be
around
my guest.
Other areas
Yeah,
on
a
there
literal
are dead ends.
parallel universe.
Looking
that's
at the other
just
ones, they are
jungle.
dead ends on that route. The southern way, as you
Yeah.
keep going, hits a dead end other than a layer of water which seems to go under. As do you go under? Under the water.
Under
Frog
Okay. Frog
Malcolm
Malcolm,
does.
make me a Constitution saving throw.
Sure.
Oh no.
Gonna die.
Frog Malcolm doesn't and also drown.
Frog Malcolm forgets how to breathe underwater. Okay.
Frog Malcolm dies.
Frog Malcolm takes 10 points of necrotic damage, and you suffer 1 point of exhaustion. As you feel the water
Sure.
beginning to toxically imbue you, as you feel your body becoming sluggish and weaker.
Oh, someone fish him
Where is
out.
this?
There
Yeah,
we're going
Frog
back to
Malcolm,
bed.
or Giant Frog Malcolm took damage and took a point of exhaustion. On the
Where
southern
was
side,
this
underwater.
Southern. Oh, this one?
It leads to
It
an
just
area which
leads
then goes
underwater.
underwater, and you see as Frog Malcolm goes under there, he begins to suffer.
I've been away for a
Yes,
bit.
Malcolm
Frog
turns into a
Malcolm,
giant
what?
frog, goes underwater, takes
He
a bunch of
showed-
damage, and suffers a point of exhaustion. He then proceeds to leave the water and stands on the edge and let you guys know.
Okay. It's possible that the Aboleth will lend us a construct to go there. Otherwise,
Is there anywhere else you wish to explore?
We can explore here, I guess.
Exploring there, you see that it
mushroom
is a
cloak?
second ravine exactly and identical to this one. Also containing
So
a
it goes
pyramid.
down.
This
So
is
I
one
guess
of
this is
this
the
is
other
third
teleportation
television area he
thing.
tells you of that you can go to. Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
So it's a dead end
with
here
the
as well?
pyramid in it. Okay. Anywhere else?
Well, there was a whole bunch of paths we couldn't explore up.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
here and here. We can explore it this way.
Are you going into the spider lair?
And there's
Okay.
more things.
Going
this
into
way.
this area, where there's the 7 areas, as you continue to investigate, the 7 areas proceed to lead to dead ends. Each of them seem to be almost curving downwards off of all of these into what looks to be like a small hole-like area. After exploring one of them, you go into the next one and you find a sleeping Umberhulk. As you realize this is an Umberhulk den with 7 other Umberhulks here.
It's a
It's an
what?
Umberhulk den. Yes, and they're all
There's
currently
7
hibernating.
Okay. Suggestion.
Oh,
Back away slowly.
Okay. This is basically on the territory that we were gonna let the gnolls use. So maybe
The gnolls
they
are going
can
back to
deal
the
with
surface.
this?
Yeah, the gnolls are going back to the
Oh, fair
surface
enough
to the
then.
top of the mountains.
Yeah, that's probably smart
okay.
too.
So they're just
Okay.
gonna leave here. Okay. So we should probably take care of these
Why?
because they might pose a problem while mining. Or we can let the guys take care of it.
Don't suppose we can just... No, they can burrow, so... Can't just lock them in and let them starve.
Yeah, they can just borrow away.
If the gnolls are leaving and the illithids are dead, they might just starve anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Let's explore this way, then
Okay.
leave them.
We will
Going
need
the
to
other-
do something about that, but...
Oh, guys, what if I just went in there with the spirit guardians up, like?
7
You
umber
fought
holes.
2 and almost managed.
We barely even killed one.
Yeah, but I didn't have my favorite.
Yeah, that's a good
Because
point.
he wasn't
Why
there.
should
This is
we
the
not have
thing,
spirit guardians?
because this entire dungeon,
fair
I
enough.
feel, has lost quite a lot of its merit because we have had a missing Sasha and Elsyan. To their fair point, they don't have the ability. Some of them, you've been kind of held back and been unable to attend. But I feel like quite a lot of it.
No, I get you that it loses that like having people not around can make things a little bit difficult. But like I've enjoyed this
It's
dungeon
been-
plenty.
It's been difficult, I have to say. The first bit was good, the rest of it kind of sprawled off.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go in.
It's a long dungeon crawl. I mean, that we've never had one of those before. I enjoyed it, and
Yeah, I think it's an interesting concept, and I'd like to see you mess around more with it in the future.
I probably will do.
Honestly.
We'll see where I go.
Yeah.
Regarding this other route, as you go, you find what seemed to be a mostly empty chamber, other than it's full of refuse. This is probably where the gnolls take their dumps at the end of the day.
It is the garbage hole. Welcome to the garbage hole.
We found the shit pit.
Bern walks back out.
Oh no!
And now we've discovered how we're going to kill the umber holes.
Throw them in one at a time. Let the poison take them.
Just lure them. Lure them.
That's
into
all
the
the end.
shithole.
That's
Do
all
they
the
even
ways you
have
can find
noses?
other than natural caverns which seem to sprawl and lead off into various other areas. Along the way, you encounter various hook horrors, scaring or fighting them off. Doesn't matter. You don't get loot, you just kill them or whatever. And the kobold area, the moment you begin tearing down the spider webbing, if you guys do that.
I mean,
Okay. You tear down the spider webbing and you find a small giant spider's nest at the back, which you promptly deal with. Going back to your aboleth, he congratulates you for succeeding, and as you're all standing there in his main chamber, you watch as a small kind of a small sphere rises from the ground. Before you watch as it begins to peel back as these metal plates almost fold into one another, leaning backwards. And you see there, levitating and floating in the center, it seems to be this dark black cube with a series of scrawling writing and various colors wrapped around it.
Well, that's Does anyone know what this is? What? Excuse me for my ignorance, but I don't know what that is.
Oh,
It's the only thing.
yeah, he did say he wanted
Yeah.
us to find out what it does.
And just as a basic awareness, everybody rolls for Arcana and everyone rolls natural 20s. None of you have any idea what this is. And as any of you go to cast Identify, Sasha, we'll say you did it. You go to cast Identify, you take 1 point of damage, and you don't find out anything.
Okay.
Whoa.
No. Okay. Chris, is this thing made of metal?
You don't know.
Can I try and do my weird metal sense thing on it?
Sense? Oh,
You know, like when I'm forging with metal. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I want to attempt that. I don't know if it'll do anything, and it might have bad consequences, but I feel like that's something Sasha would try.
That's a 15 versus the DC of this object. You fail.
That's fair.
As you go and attempt to do so, you kind of hold it. You all watch as Sasha freezes, and all of you like try and like wave your hand in front of her as she is paralyzed while holding the cube now. One of you eventually plucks it out of her hand, and she begins moving again.
Yeah.
Oh, that was. Oh, what? I'm assuming I experienced something akin to a whiteout there.
As you know how
what the fuck just happened?
You make your way back.
Yeah.
Make your way back to Adamanthia. The weather outside. Now you're no longer underground. It has been a while since you have been.
By the way, how did
the sun.
The book about history? Finish the book on history? No, the book of lore that he got from Elsyan.
Yeah, he still has it. He doesn't mention
does he
it.
feel?
He just gives it back as a portion to it, and he doesn't mention anything.
Can we ask
if you
about
want
it?
to.
So, how did catching up go?
History can be wrong. It can also be twisted, and it can be right. What they did is none of my concern. I have a job to do, and you dealt with Sildeth. Now it's just to deal with the Eldorek.
The other one?
The dragon.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
Yes.
That's the
If
dragon,
you ever
right?
find him,
that's the
please
dragon.
kill him and bring him to me if he's still alive.
What kind of dragon was he again?
Yeah, God, we gotta go. We
How's
gotta
his name?
find and kill
Malcom?
fucking Spyro.
Which, oddly enough, does in fact translate to Spyro in some
I made that
others.
joke. You
As
bastard.
I know, but people don't pay attention when you do it, so I like to steal your jokes because I find it amusing.
As you finish that up, you catch up, you head back to Adamanthia. As you do, you get back just in time to see Triumph leaving. As he heads out, you watch.
Bye, Dragon Dad.
How long has it been since we were down here?
Like 2-3 days at least.
Well, you came down here. Well, no, you spent a day getting here. Then you went in here. Did some various bits and bobs. Rested.
Oh shit!
Rested
Like
at the
6 days
constructs.
maybe.
So rested at the constructs. That's 2 days. Then you dealt with the constructs. Heading back up, you went to the knolls. And that was 1 day. You then spent the next day fighting. You then spent the next day exploring, and then you've spent the next day getting back. So it has been 6 days. So
it would be safe for me to come back.
Yes, it would be.
It would be safe for me to come
And
back.
yeah, it's 2 days till the winter festival begins. As you return back, there seems to look to be the signs of quite major frost that struck the area, and the rain is coming down bitterly cold. You can see the grass is kind of shriveled a bit, and quite a lot of it's become muddy. As you head back, you see Triumph and the others taking off. You watch as, not seeing his form truly, you see the giant form of the dragon show itself, along with all of his children. As you see an ancient mithril dragon stretch its wings out on either side, and as you watch as the 7 children also stretch out their mithril wings and take flight, the wyverns following behind, the tieflings on the ground on their dire wolves following along, travelling through the weather heading south. Yes.
Mithril?
Now there's some fancy dragons right there.
Heading south. They head off and they make they make headway away from winter. You settle down. You give your map to. I've forgotten his name. Hurricane. You've been in that cave too long.
Hurricane.
You've forgotten all the characters who exist in the world. As Hurricane. Yep,
Complete
Hurricane
maps.
gives you
Gives
you the full pay plus a little bit extra, so that is 7,000 gold to split among your party.
Yes.
Plus anything else you found in there is rightfully yours. The team was marked as survived. They did return, and the single member of the team who survived has apparently left and headed south towards the cities down there, down to what's it called, Lockreef.
Can we identify the bones?
It is non-magical.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, wait. So it just absorbed.
No,
the
it turns
brain?
the brain into brine. Yeah, it has It's a single-use spell or as a single-use staff, which occurs on either the wielder's death, or the Ulithid's death, or when the Ulithid activates it, which destroys their brain and turns it into brine, preparing for the next Elder Brain to be made. Yeah, you took some.
But we took some of the brine.
So yeah, the staff is innate. You've got brine. You've got tentacles.
Delicious.
It's the making of ramen here. Or a bad hentai.
And again, got a few bits, brain steaks. It's real brain food.
Gather yourselves. You rest in your tavern. Who hasn't rolled? The tavern.
I haven't rolled since some point in the mountains, but beyond that, I don't remember.
I don't think I've ever remember if I've rolled.
I think I rolled in here when weeks ago before we went in.
Sudz, I've seen you do it, Infernal. I believe Ghaakt did it once and Sasha did it once. However, Sasha's not here, so I'd be rolling it. So Ghaakt, you do it.
Hey. Okay.
All right. It's my turn. What are we rolling for?
This d20, and this will determine how well your tavern acts over the course of the week that you were gone. 17.
Yes.
Okay.
Woo, 17.
Yeah, indeed.
Big money.
As you do.
Big enterprise.
The Dwarven Dragon,
yes,
Aleuir.
indeed.
And again, that was the week with Triumph,
That
so
is
that's
true.
a lot of the stuff there.
As you get back, you see Triumph has left you a lovely, nice sum of 800 additional gold pieces in your bank to work with, along with your regular pay plus any customers that have come in through various means, of which I will be increasing the food and drink quantity now that the mines have been announced to be set up. Hurricane orders the immediate moval into there, and you see on the next day what look to be about 50 to 100 guards or peacekeepers heading into the mines, along with the majority of the mining corp that used to work there, and they proceed to get to work, clear up and set up blockages as industry gets set up. Hurricane will deal with the diplomacy for the Gnolls next session.
I mean, the
Yes,
Gnolls
but
are
they're
leaving
still-
now,
They
so...
want to set up a
They
trade.
wanted to
route,
set
and
up a trade thing.
They're on the north. They're on the
Oh,
north side
okay.
of the mountain, which, as Hurricane informs you, is where their previous mine used to be before it was overtaken by Gnolls.
Ah.
It's all
Yes.
coming full circle.
So you get the sense that these Gnolls may be the ones that caused it, and that's probably what they meant by surface. You get a sense that that's where they're residing for one reason or another.
Did someone just get shot? What was that?
That was me bashing my mic accidentally.
It's like a silencer
Queglod
went
shot
off.
from across the plain of the jungle. You inform Hurricane of everything.
I think you mean.
As a T-Rex with small
Those
arms,
dinosaurs are really good
Alas.
snipers.
It's Safari Joe.
Nah, see, the problem is the T-Rexes are the only ones that can't do anything.
True, but the Velociraptors are tiny.
They're
The
just-
Velociraptors are tiny creatures, and they see our half. But the moment I equip them with a dagger, they become very dangerous.
No, what it is that there's the one human who lives in the jungle zone, and he's like a colonial era hunter. It's like jolly good.
Oh.
The ultimate game.
walks around with a double barrel
It's like that
shotgun.
cartoon, the George the Monkey or whatever it is. Curious George.
No, like full on blunderbuss.
Yeah, he's such a good shot with his blunderbuss.
No one escapes from Safari Joe.
He can do ricochet shots from like a day's travel away.
No, what I imagine is it's just like a fucking like a cannon just strapped onto a stock, and he just like carries that around, and it just shoots enough shrapnel everywhere to get whatever he's aiming at, and
So
a lot of things he's
this guy's
not aiming
morphed
at.
from colonial era hunter to roadhog.
Kinda, yeah, but bigger.
Okay,
Oh,
so
nice. The chonkest boy ever.
So,
Real
in
sharpshooter.
terms of how much gold you have in your bank now, you have 1,451.50 gold pieces. So, and your tavern is earning 93.56 gold per week at the moment. So you're earning quite a bit. Don't forget
Excellent.
you've got upgrades that you could potentially go through, and you got 7,000 gold total from that for the map, and so that'll be
800.
451.50 gold.
for what? There's
I
6 of you.
think.
Well, we got 800.
No,
but
I meant overall, as in 8,000.
Oh,
As in
right.
add on the 7,000 to the 1,000.
I've already added the 800 to your tavern store. Yeah. So you just received 7,000 from
Right.
Hurricane, which is the total he can give you, and that
Didn't we
was
get
it
some
with
extra
extra
for
for
the
the map.
map?
It was 6,000 on the original contract. Yeah. So you got 1,000 for a full map, also informing him that there is a portal to the jungle plane, which he's probably going to have someone close.
No!
Who opened that?
They
Well,
can
Oh,
open.
what?
sorry, Bern. I didn't know that you wanted to be
can-
the
they
colonial
can
era
open
hunter in
naturally,
the
you know.
jungle zone.
Or, from Aku.
Is that the
It's
one
the
that
first
opened?
one that opened. You've still got another one nearby.
I wanted to go there and see a fucking dinosaur so I can fucking pull him.
It's a
That
jungle
was
territory,
dinosaur?
That's where dinosaurs live. Yeah.
No.
But that's like
we need to
it's
go
all
back.
well and good, but
We're not
like
going
Yeah,
back. It's a one-way
the portal
trip.
is a one-way trip. If you go through, you can't get back.
Damn
You
it.
go through.
Plane
You go
shift.
through. You
I'll
change
get plane
You
shift,
completely
it's
change the
fine.
genre of
I mean,
this.
if you want to
of
go
this D&D
through, that's
game.
fine. But I'll
Now
ask you
it's
to make a
Jurassic
new
Park.
character.
Damn it, Chris.
Look,
why you gotta
Aku
do
spawned
this?
it. It's not my fault.
No, why do you make it to where we
You
can't
can
even
go through
go
it.
through
You
it?
just can't
Like,
get back.
what?
Yeah, why did you
That-
make that?
what's
then?
Oh,
the
for those who
point?
don't know,
Yeah, who's-
Aku is a thing that Sudz has on his phone, and if I ever hear it when I'm either on stream or when I bother to care, then I spawn a portal randomly in one of our D&D universes. Currently, he spawned 3, including a
Oh,
plane to
God.
hell in the middle of the ocean, and that was
good.
that was
I mean,
The last thing you expect in the
Plane
middle of the
to hell.
ocean is
well, that's
yeah,
what's in the Mariana
as
Trench,
well as
don't
that
you know?
one there,
Yeah.
and one other that's also near Adamantia somewhere.
Look, and these were all spawned when he wasn't even streaming, so he just decided that he was
Yeah.
gonna care for one day.
No, that's
guys,
fine.
I
And
got
then in the
a
session-
I got a
Wow.
heads
So
up.
yeah, you've earned
That's
that.
fine.
You've earned that amount,
Okay,
and
cool.
the blacksmithing or the crafting district is in full swing again. So, we are now having.
Love
This is now
it.
the time of the year when the winter festival will be going ahead. You have 6 weeks of time skip now, where you guys can
Yes.
perform
Boy.
tasks as you see fit. You have 7,000 gold split amongst your party of 6. That is 1,200 each, where Elsyan gets a little bit less than everybody else because he wasn't here and doesn't care. I believe. Yeah, it's 1,200 each, with the exception of Elsyan, who'd get 1,000. Correct? Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so Elsyan gets 1,000. Convert it into platinum pieces because that's what you'd be working with. So that's 100 platinum to 120 platinum to everybody. I'll add yours, Sasha, for you.
Thank you very much.
As you now have that 120 platinum to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Is that PP?
and you obviously have
Yeah.
the money from
Oh.
the tavern. If you wish to have any upgrades ordered or commissioned, you can go ahead and do so. However, in 2 days' time, the Dragon Knights will be arriving. So keep in mind you have 6 weeks where you can do various tasks that can involve Dragon Knights and or any other things that you wish to do. I will.
In the Dragon Knights, that would be
that's the
white
ancient white
dragons.
dragons and the
Yeah.
half dragons, Dragonborns, and the Wyams will be coming along as well. The Dragon Knights, for those who do not know the history of the Dragon Knights, they are a noble family of white dragons and white dragonborn who exist in the extreme north, and they come down each year to allocated cities of the Empire and protect them against the sheer cold.
Excellent.
Well, we get to do some
Yes,
wintertime
you will.
activities.
And
as
those
part
will
of the
occur
session.
next session and the session after that, depending on how quick you guys deal with them.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing our snowball competition.
You have I believe you successfully purchased the area of land next to you. However, you needed to. Actually, you arrived 1 day before it expired, so I believe you had to spend the gold on the on that. Yeah. So.
Yes, we do that.
It was
1,000.
1,000.
How much was it? Oh, 1,000. Okay. Yeah.
Right?
So that would be 1,000 gold for the house extension or the land extension.
Elsyan can pay for that.
Yeah, Elsyan.
Elsyan, here.
He is
I'm not
offers
gonna
to pay
allow
it for
that.
us.
No.
Being mean. Giving him 200 less gold is one thing, but taking away his entire paycheck is another.
What if we all drop our 200 and put that into that?
If you five all drop your 200, then that means you can pay for the land.
I'm putting mine forward immediately.
That gives me a share of the land too, so yeah.
Yeah, we're bringing you into the business, Infernal.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
okay,
how he
we'll do that.
officially
As-
becomes
as a
part of
heads
the
up,
Dawn
as-
Seekers.
Yeah,
Real
and
estate.
also, or more importantly, this is how we're pushing Elsyan out.
Wow.
Elsyan doesn't have
As
a
a
share
heads up
because he
as
didn't
to
get
what
a
occurs
gold.
during this week also. During this time period, actually no, this would happen when you return back to your inn. This would be quite a quick thing. As you all return back to your inn, you're all looking around, and you can see Sasha. Do you have Did you still have Behold's sword, or is it mantled on the wall?
I do still have it, but it is maintained in. I believe it was still in my room currently. I believe we're going to be. Have we announced his death
Hurricane
yet?
has. While you were away, yeah.
Hurricane has.
I
then
think you
I-
said you were gonna embed it like where my grave was, or something like that.
I think that was a plan, but we haven't gotten round to that yet.
Probably do something with your sword where it's less easy to steal.
As
Yeah.
you walk in, you all look over and you see this rather interesting form. You see sat over in one of the chairs, kind of hunched over. You can see Chunk is currently trying to tackle the individual as best he can, currently gnawing on his tail. As you see, sat in the bar chair with a large mug of ale in front of him, a rather peculiar individual. The individual is broad-shouldered, as you see a completely furred minotaur, currently sat on the stool, drinking a mug of ale. Two large horns that kind of curve up. You can see the individual is wearing a set of plate armor with what look to be soot marks in various areas. To his side, you see a tattered bag and tools of the trade, suggesting blacksmithing. What looks to be a dark black fur coloration mixed in with a few blue tips at the end of his hair. You see a set of large braids that travel down his back, which are met with a lot of brass beads and medallions that kind of tie them all together. His horns are also clasped with two large golden cuffs that wrap around them. And on his back is a huge battle axe. As he sits there, Chunk is currently wrestling his tail, and he's currently sat there talking to Zuvin about various things. And as you
Now that's a Grisdenwald if ever I've seen one. No, I'm not doing that.
you look at the individual, And if push comes to shove, I'll have Jamie interact with you next session. So,
Whoa.
for those on the stream, fuck BT, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hopefully we'll have Sam next session so it doesn't go as poorly. Bye bye.